Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you the first things to do after setup on your OPPO A6X. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and make sure that we are connecting to the Wi-Fi first. This is the most important part. We're gonna go to settings, we need internet. We're gonna go to Wi-Fi now. And here we're gonna choose the network that we want. So I'll choose this one. Of course, we're gonna enter the password. So I'll see you guys in a second once I enter mine. Now it is connecting, and as you guys can see, we are connected to the network. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a Google account. So we're gonna go over to the Play Store and right here, click sign in. Now, if your Play Store crashes during logging in, it's normal. All you have to do is just redo the process. It's the fault of the Play Store and not the device, because it keeps on happening on pretty much every single Android device that I've had. So here we're going to enter our email. Now, this is a little bit of a shortcut. If you enter your email and it ends at gmail.com, then you don't need to type that in. You just type in the name. It will automatically put at gmail.com right here. So this can save you some time here. Next thing, we need to enter the password. And if you have a two-factor authentication, then you will also have to do it. So I'll see you guys in a second once I enter it. Now, after entering the password, we will be seeing who will be using this device. So we want to set this up for ourselves or our children. You guys can choose it right here. Of course, I'll set it up for myself. So the steps here may vary, but not by a lot. Here we just click next and then agree to the terms of service made by Google. Let me quickly lower the brightness for you guys, so it is a clear screen. Now we are waiting for Google services to load up. This is the part where the Google Play Store likes to crash, and it's the most random crash. You cannot predict it. As you guys can see, we have the option to back up our device, so we want to accept it and make sure that it's enabled. After we click accept, it will check the info, and now we should be in the Play Store already. We just click get started, then use the password to verify our purchases, and I'll see you guys in a second once I enter it. Now we are in the Play Store officially. We're gonna go and click on our profile picture. We're gonna go to my apps and games, and we're gonna wait until it stops checking for updates. So as you guys can see, here we have it. Now this is from a previous device, even though it's because of the Google account that we have added. And it's a lot of apps here, but we're going to go to updates. This is what we want to install. So here we have 49 updates. We want to make sure that everything is updated right here. So once this is done, then we will be able to go over and update everything here. So just click on update all, and then everything will update. Next, what we're going to do is go over and set up the screen lock. So this is the most important thing while setting a new phone. So after setup, we're going to go over to security and privacy. Now here we're going to dismiss this alert because we're going to add a device unlock, and here we will go to the screen lock. Now choose the PIN, the password, or a pattern. It's totally up to you guys. I recommend using the PIN or a password because pattern is very easy to guess unless you use every single of the dots. So I'll go with the numeric password. Now, as you guys can see, if you forget your lock screen password, then you will have to reset the phone and its data. As you guys can see, we can enter 6 digits here, or use a different password type, enter 4 to 16, alphanumeric, or of course the pattern. Here I'm going to choose 6 digits, and my password will be 123456. As you guys can see, this password is too common and your phone will ask if you want to use it anyway. I will use it, but make sure that you don't, because it's very important that you create a strong password so nobody gets into your device. Next, the phone will ask for fingerprint unlock. We're going to click enable and click agree. Now we want to slide our finger across the, as you guys can see, the power button. So we are sliding it. We do it like this. And let me quickly take the phone like that and show to you how the process looks like. So we are swiping it. Now we need to cover the bottom and our fingerprint is added. So now we can click done and we can check it out. So I'll use a different finger here. Now use this one and it worked. So here we can leave the screen lock. Now, of course, go to fingerprint and face unlock. If you want to set up your face, you can do it right here by clicking face, then agree, and then enter the password that you have provided. Here, we're going to click add now, and we need to keep our face within this frame right here. So I'll quickly do that off camera. This process is around 5 to 10 seconds. Now the face has been added. Let's click done, and here we can use it for screen unlock, app lock, hide apps, data protection, and enter home screen after unlocking, or brighten screen in dim light. Here you can also require eyes to be open, so we want to make sure that we enable it. Now we can leave, and every single thing that we could have set up is set up now. We're going to go to theft protection now, and here in the theft protection, what we're going to do is we're going to go over and enable theft detection lock. So if someone takes your phone, then runs away with it while it's unlocked, the phone will lock immediately. You can of course unlock it while just entering the password if it's just you running away randomly. Here you guys can of course enable the offline device lock, and if your device goes offline, then it will lock instantly, or simply a SIM lock. So it will be locked and linked to the SIM if it's removed. If the SIM card that was linked is removed. Now here everything is set up. Next thing we're gonna do, set up Google Pay. So we want our Google Wallet to be, and we first want to make sure that it's installed already. If not, we're gonna install it. Go to search here and type in Goo, and it will automatically go for Google Pay. Now, as you guys can see, we want to make sure that it's installed. If it is, just click open. If not, install it and then open it right here. It will automatically choose an account to use with the app. So this will add an account that we have added in the beginning. We're going to click view wallet right here, and then we want to allow Google Wallet to send us notifications. Here we have everything: loyalty programs, clubs, cashbacks, paybacks, and everything you can think of. Here, after clicking on the plus button, you'll have an option to add the payment card, transit pass, loyalty card, even a gift card, or everything else. So this is like a QR code or a barcode. Now, we're going to click payment card, and you can choose the card that is already saved in the wallet. Make sure that you need to have your card physically with you, so it has to be right next to you, otherwise you wouldn't get it. So you just won't connect your card with the wallet. Now we're gonna go for new credit or debit card. I don't have any card on me, so this will be a simply guessing number. Here we're gonna either scan the card, so it will open up this right here. Now we will be able to scan it with the frame, and it will automatically read the numbers, the security code, everything, or you can just enter the details manually. So for example, like this. And even though this is not a valid card number, we're gonna go and add the expiration date and of course the security code. So this is how it will look like. You just click save and continue, and after you do that, you will see your card right up top here. So you will see your card where I see the set up your MasterCard right now. So it will be at the top. You can see the expenses, you can see how much money you spent. And after setting up the Google Wallet, what you guys want to do is make sure that your phone lasts you a lot. So we're going to talk about the battery settings. Here we're going to go over to settings and go from the device unlock, we're gonna go to the main page again, and here select the battery. Now, we're gonna go over and talk about the battery modes. So super power saving mode, basically it will restrict the system performance and it will allow up only to 6 apps. So like phone, messages, or any app of your choice. Now, power saving mode is the normal power saving that we use. It will reduce the system performance, your phone can lag a little, and it will turn off a lot of features to make sure that your battery is extended. Now, for the balance mode, this is the normal mode that everybody is using. And high performance mode, basically it will try and get 100% off out of this system performance. But of course, your phone can heat up and it will decrease your battery life. So we want to stick to balanced or power saving mode when our battery is lower than, let's say, 25. Now let's talk about battery health. Here we have the maximum capacity, so 100% is basically what we get from the store. Now, over time, our battery life decreases and it's worse. It won't be 100% in, let's say, a year. It'll be, let's say, 90, 95. Depends on the usage of the phone. And if there's, let's say, 80%, then it means that there will be less usage time between the charges. So you'll have to charge up your phone a little bit more. It's normal. Now, here we want to enable smart charging. This will slow down battery aging and it will expand our battery life. It will learn from our patterns whenever we charge it, whenever we unplug it, and it will reach 80%. And it may start charging to 100% only when it knows that it's safe. Now, you guys can also enable custom charging limit, but this will disable smart charging. Here, you can put your battery to 80%. This is very short, and this will slow down battery aging and expand your battery life. But I always go with the smart charging no matter what. And here, resume charging at 95%. So charging automatically stops when the battery is fully charged and resumes when your battery level drops below 95. Of course, keep it enabled. And now from the battery health, we're going to go to the power saving settings. Here we want to set it up for maximum performance. As you guys can see, we want to automatically exit the power saving mode and automatically enter it. We just tap here and select 20 or 25%. Now, when your battery reaches 25%, you will automatically enter the normal power saving mode. It's not the ultra one. And here we want to make sure that the sleep standby optimization is enabled, because whenever you're asleep, the device uses less power. Now, video battery saver, you guys can enable it, but this will make your videos lagging or audio quality worse. So it's totally up to you. If you're a Netflix guy or girl, then definitely turn this off. But if you do not mind worse audio, it's not that bad. But still, if you want the audio and the video in the highest quality possible, make sure to disable it. Now, for app battery management, this is every single app and how it uses your battery. So we're gonna click Netflix. Here we can allow background activity, but this will basically raise our battery usage, and we don't want it. We want to restrict background activity. So now the app cannot work in the background. We can do that with every single app, and make sure to choose the normal apps. If you're using some Android apps, then it will be bad. So as you guys can see, mobile device information provider, you guys want to keep it at smart mode because it won't use anything, only from time to time. And as you guys can see, this is how you guys can set the power saving settings. Now, here we have the battery usage from the last, let's say, 24 hours or 7 days. Now, we got no data because we just set up this phone, but here we can see the battery usage by app. We can see the app right here, and we can force stop it for an example because the power consumption ratio here is very big. So this is the entire battery settings and the tips to make your battery last longer. Now, as a last thing, what you guys want to do is make sure that you customize your phone. This is the most fun part. You can, let's say, delete the widgets. You can go here and add a new one, or you can add, let's say, even block blast. So this is how you guys can do that. You guys can get rid of any apps if you click remove, then this will disappear only from the home screen, but it will be in the app drawer right here. So here you guys can make your phone look much more aesthetic than usual. And we can drag this folder, let's say, to this side, and now we can move our widget. Of course, we can even change the wallpapers and everything. So here you guys can set it up. We got the color OS or anything else. We can use this one right here. We can apply it to lock screen, home screen, or both. So I'll apply it to both. Now this is how it looks like. Of course, I'll apply. And now it's applying, as you guys can see. Whenever we go back, we got the wallpaper, and this is how you guys can customize your phone. These are the first things to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use Camera Pro mode on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, open the camera application on your phone and then swipe the modes to the very left, so that you to the right rather, to open the Pro mode, where you'll be able to adjust the ISO level, shutter level, EV, focus, or white balance by selecting each of these elements on the bar beneath and adjusting it manually for professional photography. And that's how you enable Pro mode on your smartphone. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is OPPO A6X, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off high performance mode. Begin by opening settings and scrolling to tap on this section called battery. Now click on battery mode at the top, and when you see this pop-up, select high performance mode. To activate it, you need to hit turn on in this pop-up and wait. So when I do that, I can see that high performance was successfully enabled. You can always tell by this icon at the top right corner. If you want to switch it off, click on battery mode again and select any other one, like balanced. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use split screen multitasking on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, you have to open the first application that you want to split on your screen with the other one, and then either tap the Recents button or just swipe your application to the top, tap the three dots icon in the top right corner of the window, select split screen, and then select the other application that you want to use with the first one. Now you'll be able to use both of them in the split screen mode. You can change the size of each window by dragging this bar in between these two applications. And to close one of these apps, just tap the three dot icon at the top of the window and select close. Now the other way to open your app in the split screen view is just by swiping the screen, swiping the app upwards with 3 fingers, and then just like we did before, open the second application that you want to use with the first one. And this one will once again put your applications in split screen mode. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use RAM expansion on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. To use RAM expansion on your smartphone, first of all, you're gonna have to go to settings on your device. And after that, scroll down to About Device menu and open it. Then here you're gonna have to select RAM. And to enable RAM expansion, which will increase your RAM storage by virtual RAM memory, which is taken from your device's storage, so your storage memory. Just switch this toggle to the right and then select the amount of virtual RAM memory you want to expand your original RAM memory by. And after selecting the value in here, this storage memory will be, of course, taken from your general storage and transferred to your RAM memory. But for these changes to be applied, you just have to leave this menu, and to apply changes, select Restart Now and let your phone reboot. And after that, you'll expand your RAM memory by 8 GB of additional virtual RAM. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will explain how to fix slow charging issue on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. So unfortunately for this particular model, we cannot fully fix this problem as the phone only supports slow charging with 15 watts 15 watt adapter. So the best you can do is use the original charger, the charging brick from OPPO with 50 provides this phone with 15 watts. You can use 45 watts OPPO adapter, but it will not increase the charging speed, as the only version of this smartphone that supports fast charging is the 5G version. Therefore, you will not be able to maintain the same charging speed as the 5G version will. So the best you can do is just ensure that you are using the original OPPO accessories like charging cable and charging brick. And also, if you need some urgency, go to settings on your device, go to battery settings, go to battery health, and temporarily disable smart charging, because this feature will slow down your charging speed and will also limit your battery capacity to 80%. So this is basically the best you can do. However, even with these settings enabled and with using the original charging accessories, you will still only reach 0 to 100% in about 2 hours and 40 minutes of charging. And that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix the ghost touch problem on your OPPO A6X. So first, we're gonna remove the screen protector or a case because it can cause a lot of interference, and let me explain why. Basically, whenever your case is covering a part of the screen, if it's covering, let's say, this bezel, so the part between the screen and the side of the phone, and if it's covering the screen, then what can happen is this. As you guys can see, it will be right here, or it will tap on the screen all the time. So it will look like this. You won't be able to use your phone normally. And the same goes for the screen protector. If it's applied poorly, not perfectly on the screen, but it's misaligned and goes over, let's say, to the bezels or to the side, then the same thing can happen, and we definitely do not want it. Now, what we want to do next is we want to clean our screen to remove any debris or moisture. This is very important so we can get rid of any debris, moisture, and of course, fingerprints. Now, we're going to give it a few swipes. Make sure to swipe your screen until it's perfectly clean. Now, for a lot of people, 3 or 4 swipes is enough, but for me, I like my phone very clean. So now after that, what you guys want to do is go over and update your software to fix any touch glitches. You just go over to the settings, now swipe down to System and Update and tap Software Update. It will automatically check if you have a new version available. All you need is Wi-Fi, and I got the latest version, but if you don't and you have a button to update, then make sure to hit it, because you want to be on the latest version, you don't want to be stuck with old glitches, and that's basically it. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix screen flickering or lagging on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. So first of all, let's troubleshoot the issue by disabling RAM expansion to make sure that this storage speed is not the bottleneck of this problem. If it is, then resolve this issue for good. Then to do this, we're gonna have to go to About Device menu in Settings, and then select RAM, and then disable RAM expansion like this. Exit this menu, select Restart Now to apply settings, and then wait until the smartphone is restarted. After the restart, see if the situation has improved, and if it hasn't, then what we're gonna need to do next is check whether the smartphone has any software updates, because oftenly issues like screen flickering get fixed with the newest security updates. So let's go to System and Update. Let's select Software Update and check if the phone has any updates to install. And if it does have an update, then take your time to download and install the latest software version. And then let your smartphone restart, and hopefully the issue will be gone right after the restart. If not, you can still adjust the brightness of your smartphone by going to Display and Brightness menu and disabling Auto Brightness right here, and then just set the brightness level to the point where you don't experience any screen flickering on your device's display. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching it. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got an OPPO A6X, and let me share with you how to use secret codes on this device. So let's start with opening the dialer, as it is the place where we can enter all of those codes. And let me begin with maybe #pound 6776 pound. And here we are in the software version, so you can check the technical information about your device, the exact model, Android version, master date, branch, or build time. Let's go back, and another code, which is *pound 888 pound. And here you can check the PCB number. Moreover, here you can scan this QR code and check some further information about your device. Another code is *pound A6X pound, and thanks to this code you are provided with both the main numbers of this device, so this is the fastest way to check those numbers. Another code that you can use is *pound 426 pound *pound *, and here we are in the diagnostics, so you can check the server, host, port, time connected. You can tap on events, and here we've got some further details, and after tapping on the three dots icon you can show advanced view. Just tap on it, tap on the status, and here we've got much more information, so for example the heartbeat, last ping, or HB algorithm. Let's go back, and another code, which is *pound 07 pound, and thanks to it you can check the maximum SAR level, so the head and the body of the device. And the last code I'd like to present today is *pound 225 ###. And here we are in the calendar information. So basically we can check the events which are gathered in one place. We can check some family events, some holidays in your country should also be right here, or events attached to your mail. However, here we can only check the number of the events in specific category. Unfortunately, we cannot really enter them. So this is the drawback of this code. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got OPPO A6X, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find the option About Device. Here, let's scroll down again and go to the version and localize the version number. And now all we have to do here is to keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. And if you've got any kind of screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step. So simply do it, no worries. That's normal. After activating the developer options, we have to go back to the general list of the settings, which is right here, and then tap on System and Update. Now let's tap on Developer Options, which is at the very bottom of the list, and here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. So among others, we can open the background check, disable USB audio routing, show view updates, change window animation scale. Here we've got some options which are connected with the networking overall. And basically everything works the same, just like in the regular settings. So if you wish to turn it on, just tap on the switcher next to it, and as you can see, it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way. And if you've got the options without the switcher, so for example like here in the window animation scale, just tap on it to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can always turn them off. Just go to the very top of the list and tap on the switcher at the top. Your device will ask you to restart itself. I mean, it needs to be restarted in order to fully turn off the developer options. So just tap on Restart, which is right here. And your device will automatically perform the whole operation, and after that the developer options will disappear from the system settings. I don't want to do it now, but of course no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build number step, or version number step actually, and keep tapping on it to activate developer options. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix fast charging not working on your OPPO A6X. So first, you guys definitely want to check the cable and charger for any damage or compatibility. So if you're not using the original cable and a charger, then make sure that it's compatible with your device. If not, then that's why. If it is, then check for damage, because it's not normal that your charger is not charging with full speed. And if you see any damage, try and swap out the cable or a charger depending on what's faulty. Now next, you guys want to clean the charging port with a non-metallic tool. So we got the charging port at the bottom, as you guys may know, and we want to clean it to get rid of any dust that may be blocking the connection. So the connection is like a 50-50, sometimes it catches up, sometimes it doesn't. And here you just pray that you get fast charging instead of the slower one. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to restart our phone. This is a quick refresh for every single minor glitch. So we're going to press the power button and the volume up button. Now we're going to swipe up to restart, and now the device is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now, after the restart, what we want to do is you want to test with another fast charger, or just change the outlet and use the same one. Now, this might be the outlet's fault, but of course, it may be the fast charger that's just stopped working. So we want to test another one. We want to change the outlets and see which one gives the best output. And lastly, what we want to do with the phone itself is go over into the settings and make sure that our software is updated to the latest version. So we want to swipe down, we want to tap System and Update, now Software Update, and here we will need to wait a second until it says that our version is up to date or that we have to update. So now it's checking for updates. We need Wi-Fi for it, of course. My version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest one because you get rid of any old glitches on your device. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if your downloads in Google Play Store are stuck on pending on OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, let's make sure that there are no internet issues on our smartphone. Let's outrule internet connection issues by entering any web service like your social media application or maybe a web browser, and let's just search for something random in our web browser, anything. And if the internet is working correctly, then what we need to do is hold the finger down on the Google Play Store application on the home screen, then select App Info. Then in App Info, we're gonna have to go to Storage Use and then clear the cache and the data of the application. After that, restart your phone by pressing power button and volume up keys at the same time and swiping the circle up to restart. And then wait until the phone is restarted. And after the restart, re-enter the Google Play Store and try to download whatever you tried to download before once again, and it should be working normally right now. Let's just wait for the Google Play Store to reload, as it will take a couple of seconds hopefully. And let's try to download any application that we have here, maybe this one. And let's see if it works this time. And as you can see, the installation has started, or the download at least. And from now on, everything should be working fine. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix speaker not working on your OPPO A6X. So first, let me quickly unlock the device. Now, what we're going to do first is check the volume levels. This is very important because sometimes our volume is just lowered to the amount that we just cannot hear it. So let's go over to settings, sound and vibration. And here we want to make sure that media volume is at least more than a half. So this is a perfect setting. And if we want to check our call volume, we open up the phone app right here and tap the volume up button on the right side. Next, what we're going to do is we want to make sure to disable our Bluetooth in the settings. So that prevents our audio from being rerouted to any other device. So for an example, your car, your earphones, your earbuds, and everything else. So make sure that this switch right here is gray. If you see a Bluetooth icon in the status bar, that means it's enabled, so you want to disable it. And then restart your phone to refresh any minor glitches. So press the power button, the volume up button at the same time, and keep on holding it until you see this menu pop up. Here we're going to swipe up to restart, and now the device is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once the restart is done. After the restart, enter our password again. And now this time, what we're going to do after the restart is update our software. So this is as a last resort. If we do not update our software, we will be stuck with the same glitches over and over again. So the software update is mandatory. You need to do it. So open up Settings app. Now scroll down and go to System and Update. here select software update right up the top, and here it will check for updates automatically. As you guys can see, all you need is Wi-Fi connection, and in a few seconds you should see if your version is up to date. So I got the latest software. If you do not and you have a button to update it, make sure to do that, because this way you will get rid of any old glitches and you will update into the newest version. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix no sound during calls on your OPPO A6X. So first, what you guys want to do is open up the phone app. This is the first thing we're gonna do. Now here, we're gonna press the volume up button to increase our call volume. So this is one way of doing it, because as you guys can see, if you go into settings, if you go to sound and vibration, here you cannot change it. So you can change it while being in a phone app or while being on an active call. What you guys want to do next is make sure that your Bluetooth is disabled. So you just go right here, tap on Bluetooth, and make sure that this switch right here is gray, because when it's blue, then you will see that Bluetooth right here on the status bar is turned on, and we definitely do not want it. Now next, here we have our earpiece. It's a bit small, but here you guys can definitely notice it. Now if you notice it, then grab something like a soft brush. Don't use anything metallic, because this way you will damage your earpiece and you definitely do not want it. So grab a soft brush, brush it a few times, make sure that every single dust or everything that was stuck in it just was cleared out. And after that, what you guys want to do is simply go over and restart your smartphone. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time, swipe up to restart, and now the device is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now after the restart, let's enter our password, and after that, as a last resort, what you guys want to do is go over into the settings, and in those settings, scroll a bit down. Now here, you will see something like a system and update. Here, you will go to backup and reset and click reset phone. Here, all we want to do is we want to reset the network and Bluetooth settings, so we won't get rid of any of our data. We will just get rid of Wi-Fi connections, Bluetooth devices, and of course, the thing that is the most important, the mobile network settings. So just click here, and after that you just have to enter your lock screen pattern or any other type of password that you have, and after you reset it, everything will work. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix microphone not working on your OPPO A6X. So this is a quick method of doing it. First, we're gonna go over and clean our microphone port. It's at the bottom. And after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we cleaned it with a soft brush. We don't wanna use anything metallic, because this will only damage the port. And if our port is damaged, our microphone is definitely dead and it's not coming back. So clean it with a soft brush, don't use anything metallic, and everything should be okay. Now the next thing I like to do is I like to go over to Tools folder or just your Recorder app, and here start recording. First, make sure that you allow the app to do everything, and as you guys can see, it's recording our voice. So whenever I stop talking, the line should be straight, and it is straight. Now that means our voice is recording, and this is a quick test of our microphone. Check if it's working or not. And after that, what you guys want to do is simply restart your phone if it's still not working. Maybe it's just a system glitch, and a simple restart fixes the issue. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now swipe up to restart, and now the device is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now after the restart, let's quickly enter our password. Now let the phone load up. It will still lag a bit, but it's normal. It just needs to warm up. Next, as a last resort, what we're gonna do is update our software to fix mic bugs. So we're gonna go over to the settings, and in those settings, swipe down until you guys see System and Update. Here we're gonna click Software Update at the top, and as you guys can see, it's checking for updates automatically. All you need is Wi-Fi connection. So now it's checking for updates, and in a second we should get our results if our software is up to date. So yes, it is. Now, if you do not have the latest version, make sure to update. It's very important to keep up with the latest version to make sure that there's no glitches going around in your device. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix the low volume problem on your OPPO A6X. So first, we're gonna adjust the media and the call volume. You adjust the call volume in the phone app right here by tapping the volume up or volume down. So this is how you do that. It's not in the settings. Now, to adjust the media volume, you go over to settings, then sound and vibration, and here in the volume section, you will have the media. Now make sure that it's not muted. It doesn't have to be all the way up, even though it's recommended, but setting I do have right here is definitely good. Now for the do not disturb right here in the sounds and vibration, we want to make sure that it's turned off, because this basically mutes our phone and also can cause the low volume problem or just lower volume problem, but it's still the same. So make sure to disable it. If nothing changes, you can turn it back on. Next, what you guys want to do is clean your speaker or the headphone port depending on where you have the issue. So if it's through your wired headphones, then clean the headphone port. Now if it's through the speakers, clean the speaker grills. It's very important to keep on cleaning them, because if you do not, then dust can just block the entire sound or just lower it, and we definitely do not want it. Next, what we want to do is we want to restart our phone. This is a quick refresh for our system, and it should definitely help. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time until you see this menu pop up. Now swipe up to restart, and now our OPPO is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once the restart is done. After the restart, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and as a last resort, update our software to fix any audio glitches. So let's hit up the settings. Now in those settings, scroll down until you guys see System and Update. Here, we're gonna click Software Update, and it will check for updates automatically. In a few seconds, we should have our results. Make sure that you have Wi-Fi connection. Now, my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest software updates. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to unlock OPPO A6X without password. Okay, but before we begin, we need to mention a few things. First thing is, please only try to unlock your phone, in no other case someone else's, because that might be considered as a crime, and that's also unethical. Second thing is that we need to perform a factory reset from recovery mode, and we will lose all of our data. Third thing is that after the reset, when we get into the setup process, we will have to sign in into the same Google account into which we are signed in before the reset. As a confirmation, the phone will want us to log in. So, as you can see, my device is locked with the password. I cannot remember it. And now what to do? I can even lock the phone just to show you that it's working. So now hold power key and volume up and select power off. Okay, now we need to enter the recovery mode, and we do it by holding the power key and volume down until we see the OPPO logo. When it appears, release the finger from power key, but keep holding volume down. So power and volume down, we need to keep holding. When OPPO logo appears, release the finger from power key, but keep holding volume down. Now keep holding until recovery mode shows up. It's taking a little bit, but we need to be patient. It will appear at any second. Okay, here it is. So now select the language. And now click Format Data, type this code, and click on Format. The process will begin. Okay, data formatted, click on OK. Now our device will be turned on. The next thing that will appear on your screen will be, of course, the setup process. You'll have to go through it and remember about signing in into Google account. Then your device will be ready to use. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix Bluetooth not connecting on your OPPO A6X. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna toggle Bluetooth off and on. This is a quick fix for everything. We're gonna go here, my Bluetooth is already turned off, so I'll turn it on. Now, turn it off and turn it on again. Now here, as you guys can see, we got the available devices coming in. Now, if we got our device paired already and it's not connecting, what you guys want to do is unpair and then repair. Every single device is different to unpair and then repair. So you need to go over and check how to pair your own device. And then after that, what you guys want to do is restart the phone and the Bluetooth device itself. So to restart the phone, you press the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Keep on holding it until you see this menu pop up and swipe up to restart it. Now it's restarting, so now it's time for your Bluetooth device. I've got a great example here. I've got the AirPods Freeze Pros. You just tap a lot of times and it should change red. As you guys can see, now it's red and now it's restarting. Sorry, you're resetting. So, as you guys can see, totally different for every single device out here, because some of them has buttons and some just don't. So you need to make sure that you're doing it the correct way. So we are after a restart finally, and as you guys can see, it lagged out a bit. It's normal. Here, what we're gonna do next is go over as a last resort and update our software to fix any connectivity bugs. We're gonna go to settings and scroll all the way down until you see system and update. Now choose software update right up top here, and it's checking for updates now. So soon we should see if we need to update our software or not. As you guys can see, our version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest version and to get rid of any old glitches. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix Bluetooth pairing issues on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, open the quick settings menu and open Bluetooth devices, go to more settings, and if your device is already paired with your smartphone but you cannot connect to it for some reason, first of all you can toggle the Bluetooth off and then wait for a couple of seconds, toggle it on again, and then try to connect to your device once again. And if you don't succeed another time, then what you can do is forget this device by tapping the info icon next to it, selecting unpair, and then what you're gonna have to do is make sure that your Bluetooth device is currently in the pairing mode. Usually it will be now flashing rapidly in the pairing mode, and you're just gonna have to wait until it appears on your Bluetooth devices menu. If it doesn't appear, just refresh the available devices, and eventually it will appear right here. Tap on it, tap pair, and everything should be working fine. But in case it's not working, what we can do instead is go to settings, then go to system and update, go to backup and reset. Backup and reset, yeah, that's right. Then reset phone, then reset network and Bluetooth settings. And this will also affect your Wi-Fi network, so be aware of it, as you are gonna have to re-enter the Wi-Fi password after you do this. Confirm with your fingerprint or your password or your facial data. And after that, go back to settings and then scroll up to Bluetooth, re-enable Bluetooth on your phone. Once again, make sure that your device is in pairing mode. Select it on the available devices list, tap pair, and after that, your device should be paired to your smartphone normally. And so, yeah, that's it for this video. Hope it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix your OPPO A6X heating while charging. So first, what you guys want to do is understand that it's normal if you charge your device using fast charging. So this is normal that your phone heats up. It's a part of the process. You basically get a lot of heat for just a couple of minutes faster charging. So if you're using normal charging and it's heating up, then what you guys want to do is go over to settings and check for background apps that can cause heat and high power consumption ratio. We want to scroll down to battery. Here we're going to go over and check for the background apps in power saving settings and app battery management. But first, let's actually check it right here. So battery usage by app is 55%. This is the ratio of all the apps right here. And we can of course force stop the app, but it won't do anything. We need to go over to power saving settings, then swipe down and look for those apps right here. Now if they're not here, you cannot change it. So make sure that if you have a different apps right up top, make sure that you click on them and click restrict background activity. So I already did that with some apps. We can do that for Drive, click OK, and now it's done. So make sure to do that. Next, you guys want to use the original charger and a cable. It's very important because if you use the fake one or just an original one, then it's pretty bad because your phone can heat up because it's just the charger not made for this exact phone. Next, you guys want to avoid using your phone while charging it. So, no gaming. You guys can of course listen to Spotify, but it can heat up your phone. Totally up to you. But just don't play the games, for an example. Don't watch YouTube on it, don't game. And lastly, if you have a case, then make sure to remove it because we definitely want to charge our phone without the case on it because we want to improve the heat dissipation and we want to charge it in a cool and ventilated area. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use private save for files on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, open Settings and then go to Security and Privacy menu. After that, you're gonna have to scroll down to Private Save. Open this menu, and in order to use a private save, you're gonna have to set a privacy password. To do that, select Set Password, then either enter the 6-digit password, or if you don't want to use 6-digit password and you want to replace it with another form, just select Use a different password type and select which password type you want to use. enter the password, and then enter it again to confirm. Then you're going to have to set up either a recovery email or a security questions in order to protect your password and be able to recover it in the future in case you forget it. So let's, for example, set a security question. In this case, we're going to have to select one of the available security questions or just create a custom one and then enter the answer into the following field. Tap done. And this way we have just created a private safe. Now we can move different files here, for example, images and videos, audio, documents, and other files. And the easiest way to do this is by selecting each category, tapping add, and then selecting the items that we want to add into this private safe. Tap lock to confirm. And now these images and videos will only be able to for view in the private safe and will be hidden from the Photos application. And the same with the rest of the files that we hide in the safe. So we can hide audio, we can hide documents and other files. And that's how you do it. To access your safe, just enter the password to it. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching it. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix overheating while gaming on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, if you are using the phone case, then remove it before starting a game to improve heat dissipation of your smartphone. If your game allows you to also lower the game settings, it will significantly impact the load on your device's CPU, which will result in temperature lowering of your smartphone. Besides, go to the recent applications menu to open the recent tabs and close all applications, all unnecessary applications that you have here, as they will work in the background and consume additional resources on your smartphone. And besides, also make sure that you have the virtual RAM expansion enabled. To do that, go to settings. In settings, select about device. Then make sure that in RAM you have 8 GB of RAM expansion. This will outrule the RAM insufficiency on your smartphone. And the last thing that you should do is enable the special mode in your game. So after starting your game, enter your game engine or game center. Basically, just open the game menu in this game and change the gaming mode to low power mode by selecting low power mode right here. And selecting the low power mode will minimize the resources consumption. However, it will also affect your device's productivity during the game, which will result in lower FPS. But as your device will use less resources, it will overheat much less than usual. And that's how you can fix this issue. And one important note is, do not game on your phone while it's charging, as this will put an additional load on your device's battery. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix touch screen not responding on your OPPO A6X. So first, what you guys want to do is remove the screen protector or a case, because it can cause the interference, and let me explain why. Basically, whenever our case is covering those bezels, so those dark parts right here between the screen and the side of the phone, if it's covering them and it's going onto the screen, what can happen is your phone will become unresponsive. And this happens because I am holding it with my finger, and it would also happen if you had a case like that. Now, for the screen protector, if it's misaligned, if it's going out to the sides of your device, then the same thing can happen, and we definitely do not want it. So make sure that it's aligned perfectly and properly, and if it's not, then the same thing can happen, and we definitely do not want it, so remove it. Next, what you want to do is you want to clean our screen with a microfiber cloth. So I got one right here. Now make sure that your microfiber cloth is clean, and now use it and swipe on your screen. This way you get rid of any moisture, debris, and of course fingerprints, so your screen will be shiny after you're done. Now, 3 or 4 swipes are enough, but if your screen is still dirty, make sure to swipe until you get rid of everything on your screen. And after cleaning it, what you guys want to do is restart your phone. So hold the power button, the volume up button, and right here swipe up to restart the device. Now it's restarting, and I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. After the restart, what you guys want to do as a last resort is update your software. So go over to the settings, and right here swipe down until you see system and update. Now we're gonna go over and tap software update. Make sure that your Wi-Fi is on and that you have stable Wi-Fi connection. After you click here, it will check for updates automatically. So as you guys can see, in a few seconds we should have our results if our version is up to date. Now it is up to date. As you guys can see, this is the latest version, but if you're not on the latest version, make sure to update your phone. This is very important to keep up with the latest software updates. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix screen flickering on your OPPO A6X. So first, what you guys want to do is make sure to adjust your brightness in the settings. So open up these settings. Now in those settings, go to display and brightness. Make sure to disable auto brightness right here because it will mess up whatever brightness you set. And now, as you guys can see, you can adjust it by sliding with your finger. As you guys can see, you guys can do that. Now if you put it too low, then of course it may or may not be flickering, so be careful with it. And next, what you guys want to do is download the screen dimming app from the Play Store. So let me quickly sign in and I'll get back to you. Now, after opening the Play Store, go to search and type in screen dimmer and then OLED saver. Here we're going to download the first app, this app right here, so wait for it to load. Make sure that it's by Ruhex and that it has 4.4 stars of reviews and 100k plus downloads. You just click on install right here. It's only 1.5 megabytes, so it should install pretty quickly, but as you guys can see, it's still loading, so I'll see you guys once it's done. So now we're gonna open it and we're gonna grant some permissions. The first one, to modify the system settings, to make sure that it changes our brightness. Now the next one, accessibility. Here we go to downloaded apps in the general, and this is so whenever we rotate our screen, change the overlay, or open up a keyboard, then the brightness stays the same. Now we're gonna go here and click grant permission. We're gonna click allow and tap the check mark. Now we can click enable service, and as you guys can see, it's definitely working. So here you guys can have fun with it, and if you don't want it anymore, you just tap on the switch right here and then make sure that you change your brightness right here. Now, as a last resort, what you guys can do is check for software updates. So go over to the settings, and right here we want to scroll down to System and Update. We're going to click Software Update, and my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest version of your software. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix Wi-Fi not working on your OPPO A6X. So first, you guys want to start by toggling Wi-Fi off and on. So as you guys may know, this is a quick fix for everything. Just turn it off and turn it on. We're gonna go over, click here. Now we're gonna tap the switch again and wait for our phone to connect to the network. Next, if there are still some issues for you, what you guys want to do is in the Save Networks, in the network that you're connecting to, choose it, click the information, and click Forget. Now we're gonna remove it right here, so it's going down under the Available Networks tab. Here, we're gonna choose it again and reconnect to it. So I'll enter the password and I'll see you guys in a second. Now we're gonna click Save, and here, as you guys can see, we are connected. So here, if it's still not working for you, you guys can restart your router and a phone. So every router restarts differently. You need to find a method for your own router, and then for the phone, press the power button, the volume up button, hold them together. Let me quickly hold them together again and swipe up to restart the device. Now it's restarting, and of course I'll see you guys once it restarts. Now after the restart, what you guys want to do is check for the software updates. So we're gonna go over to the settings. Now in those settings, we want to scroll a bit down until you guys see the System and Update. Here we're gonna click on Software Update, and of course we need Wi-Fi connection for it. So I'm waiting for my Wi-Fi to turn on from the restart. This is what happens. Basically, your Wi-Fi turns off for a bit. And as you guys can see, we're gonna wait. Then it should show up right here as checking for updates. So now we got the Wi-Fi, it's checking for updates. As you guys can see, in a second we should see if our software is, of course, up to date. So if yours isn't, then I recommend you updating it. It's very important to keep up with the new updates and get rid of old glitches. Now, as a last resort, what we're going to do is we're going to reset network settings. So we want to go to Backup and Reset in the System and Update, click Reset Phone, and then Reset Network and Bluetooth settings. So you'll get rid of any Wi-Fi you've ever connected to, and it's saved on your device for every single Bluetooth device that you paired to and is connected. And of course, the mobile network settings. So you just tap here. Now you need to confirm it, and everything should be working. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to improve battery life on your OPPO A6X. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shorten the screen timeout. So let's go over to the settings. Now we're gonna go to display and brightness, and here we're gonna scroll down and go to auto screen off, and you guys can set it at 30 seconds or 15 seconds depending on what you want to use here, but I prefer 30 seconds because 15 seconds is not a lot. So 30 seconds is actually a long time until your screen goes off. If you're using your phone, then 15 seconds is just not enough. Next, what you guys want to do is change your refresh rate. So of course, this will give us some extreme freshness on our screen. Of course, it will be smooth as a butter, but we definitely do not need 120 Hz for the long term. We are going to use either auto select or standard to make sure that we improve our battery life. Here I use auto select, so whenever I actually do something, it's 120, and if it's just steady right here, then it's using only 60. Now next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and go to the sounds and vibration. Now here, we want to make sure that we disable vibrate on ring, so we want to get rid of any vibrations. We're gonna go over and scroll down to haptics now and disable system haptics, so we won't get haptic feedback for touches, calls, and anything. Here, as you guys can see in the more settings, there's nothing. So this is everything we have to do here. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna restrict the background app activity for a lot of apps in the battery settings. So scroll down to battery. Here, we're gonna go to power saving settings and scroll down to app battery management. Here we can choose the apps, for example, AccuBattery. Let's allow it working in the background. This is the app that has to work always in the background now, but Booking.com doesn't have to. We can click OK. The same goes for, let's say, Block Blast. We're not using it. Click OK. And we can do that for every single app that we do not use that much here. So after that, what we want to do as a last resort is go over to the display and brightness and change your phone to the dark mode. Now, dark mode is good because it saves the battery life, and it's up to you which mode you use. It's not a drastic change, but still it saves a little bit of the battery and it improves its overall lifetime. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if you have no mobile data connection on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. First of all, try to refresh your connection by swiping down the quick settings, enabling airplane mode for a couple of seconds, and then disabling it. Then let your smartphone reestablish all connection types. Go into your mobile network. Check if your device recognizes your SIM card properly, and just in case, use a pin-like tool to remove your SIM card, and let's try to wipe the surface of the SIM card to make sure that it's not the issue. So remove the SIM card tray from your smartphone, then grab a microfiber cloth or just a dry towel. Take your SIM card out of the SIM card tray and use the dry towel to wipe the surface of your SIM card. After that, reinsert the SIM card back into the SIM card slot. You can also try to use a different one. For example, let's put it into the second slot of the tray, if you don't have it occupied with the SD card, of course. Usually it won't make any difference, but might just try to see if it's working. Okay, and let's go back to settings. And if you still have no mobile data connection, then what we can do is reset access point names by going to SIM card settings, selecting access point names, and then tapping the three-dot icon right here, select reset access points, then confirm. And after that, check your mobile data connection once again. And if it hasn't improved, then what we can do is go to settings, then go to system and update settings, go to backup and reset, reset phone, reset network and Bluetooth settings. However, this will also affect your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth devices in a way that you're going to have to reconnect your Wi-Fi networks by re-entering the password to them and also repairing your Bluetooth devices in a regular way. To confirm this action, use either your fingerprint or your password and tap reset, and then let your phone reset the network connections. After that, your phone should be able to freely use your mobile data again, and if not, then reach out to your mobile to your mobile data service provider and ask them about your data plan and ask if there are no outages on their side. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if the face recognition scanner on your OPPO A6X 4G isn't recognizing your face properly. So let's set up a new face model for our device. To do that, go to Settings, then open Security and Privacy menu here. Then scroll down to Device Unlock and open Device Unlock section. Then go to Fingerprint and Face Unlock. Select Face in here, tap Agree. And now if you have previously enrolled face model on your device, then of course you're going to have to delete it first. And then before you start, adjust the lights in your room so that you can see your face in the camera. Make sure that the lights in your room are facing your face and not facing you and not your device's frontal camera. And also wipe the surface of your frontal camera either using a cotton pad or maybe a cotton t-shirt or a microfiber cloth if you have one. And make sure that the surface of your frontal camera is clean and smooth. Then enter the pattern or password and tap Add Now. And now center your face in the circle and look directly at the phone's camera until your face is added. Then tap Done. And before we continue, let's also check if we have some updates available for our smartphone. To do that, go back to Settings and then go to System and Update. In System and Update, select Software Update. Make sure that your device is connected to the internet and check for available updates to install. And if you have one, then download and install the latest software update, because it may include some minor issues, security issues, fixes that may actually be the cause of your issue in this case. And if you don't have any available update, then just restart your phone by pressing power button and volume up key at the same time, swiping the circle up to restart, and then wait until your phone is restarted. After the restart, we're gonna have to first enter the password as a security measure, and then wait until the phone starts up a little. And as you can see, it's still loading some features. So the face recognition scanner may not be working well right now. We're gonna have to wait until it's fully loaded. Fortunately, the phone is kind of slow from what I can tell. Okay, and right now we can start checking our face recognition scanner. Okay, so it worked fine for the first time. Let's check it a couple more times. Okay, and so it works just fine right now. And I hope that this fixed the issue for you too. And if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if your OPPO A6X 4G is connected to the Wi-Fi, but you still have no internet. Make sure that other devices that are connected to the same Wi-Fi network can freely use the internet to outrule the router issue. And if other devices have issue with this Wi-Fi network too, then restart the router. And if it won't help, contact your internet service provider, and ask them if there is an issue on their side. Now, if other devices can use your Wi-Fi network, but this particular cannot reach web services, then the first thing that we're gonna have to do is toggle the internet connection. And I recommend doing it by swiping down the control center, enabling airplane mode for a couple of seconds, and then disabling it to refresh all the network connections. And if this won't help you, hold your finger down on the Wi-Fi tile, select More Settings here, Then select your Wi-Fi network that you are connected to and forget this network. Tap Forget, Remove. Then select it on the list once again and enter the password to it. After entering the password, tap Save. Okay, so right now we are reconnected to this network, and if this didn't help you, then we can try to restart the phone. To restart the phone, you have to either press volume up and power button at the same time, or if you have disabled the Google Assistant on the power button, then just hold down the power button by itself and swipe the circle up to restart and wait until your phone is restarted. After the restart, check the internet connection once again. And if you still have no internet connection on your phone, then the last step is going to Settings, scrolling down to System and Update. Then here, you're gonna have to select Backup and Reset. And then select Reset Phone, and we want to reset network and Bluetooth settings. This will also affect your Bluetooth and mobile network settings. Now, in case of mobile networks, it will not do much to your phone, but it will disconnect or impair rather all the Bluetooth devices that have ever been connected to your smartphone. So once you're ready, just enter the password and tap Reset. After that, we're gonna have to once again reconnect to our Wi-Fi network, and this time everything should be working properly. So let's go back to Settings, then let's find Wi-Fi settings at the top, then let's select our Wi-Fi network and provide a password to it. And at this point, the issue should be gone. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching it. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix ghost touch issues on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. So the easiest way to fix this issue is lock the screen of your device and then carefully wipe the surface of your device's screen with a dry towel or a microfiber cloth. And let's call it the step 1 to resolving this problem. Now, if you can see that your screen is clean and smooth, or at least relatively clean and smooth, doesn't have to be perfect, then check your screen once again and see if the problem's gone. And if it's not, let's check some software issues that could cause this. So let's go to Settings and let's check Accessibility and Convenience menu. Here, I only want you to check whether the glows mode is turned off, as when it's turned on, well, it will increase your screen's sensitivity, which might cause some misclicks or mistouches on your device's screen. Then go to System and Update, check System Navigation, and if you have Gestures Navigation enabled, then adjust the edges sensitivity, decrease them by moving the slider to the left in here and to the left in here, and then check for ghost touch issue again. Just adjust it to your preference, see which level of sensitivity is more comfortable to you, and disable mistouch prevention if you have it enabled. And then just restart your phone by pressing power button and volume up key at the same time, swiping the circle up to restart, and wait until your phone is restarted, and then check for the issue once again. After that, after the restart, if the problem happens again, then you should go to Settings and scroll down to System and Update and check if your smartphone has any software updates by going to the Software Update menu and letting your smartphone check for available updates. If you do have a software update, then download and install it. And after the installation, the problem should be gone. If it's not, then at this point, you should consider a screen protection interference with your issue. So check your screen protection. If you're not using an original screen protector, then replace it with one. So get yourself a screen protector from OPPO and check how it works with your smartphone. And after that, the issue should be gone. And that's it for this video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribe. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel. Leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix battery percentage not showing on your OPPO A6X. So first, what you guys want to do is make sure to restart the device first. So this will reset the battery sensor, and we just go over, press the power button, the volume up button, and swipe up to restart the device. Now it's restarting, and I'll see you guys in a second once the restart is done. Now after a restart, let's enter the password if you guys need to enter one, and then go over to the settings. Now we go over to the settings because we want to make sure that our battery percentage in status bar is enabled. We go to the notifications and quick settings. And here we have the status bar right up top. Here we want to go over to the battery percentage, and if it's set to do not show, this is why it was like that. We can of course select it outside the battery icon or inside of it, totally up to you. And as you guys can see, now we got it back. But if it's still not working for you, then what you guys want to do is use a battery widget. So I am using the battery widget Reborn by Thomas Subalik, and so far it's very good. So we're going to go to the Play Store. We're going to install it by going into the search. Now search for the battery, and then battery widget. And we're not going to use the sponsored apps. We're going to use the battery widget Reborn. So this is the Thomas Subalik. Let's click install. And this app is not that big. It should install pretty quickly. It's only 11.5 megabytes. So wait for it to install, then we're going to click open right away. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to go and press start manually, then go over and leave the app. Wait, let me quickly consent. And now we're going to long hold on our home screen, go to widgets, and here select the battery widget Reborn. You can use the bigger one or the smaller one. I use the smaller one. Now click the check mark right here, and we got our battery percentage. Of course, as you guys can see, it matches up, so this app actually reads your battery and shows it to you if you do not have it enabled. So if it's still not working, right up top here in the status bar, you guys want to go over to authorized device support and tell them about this issue, because it's probably a not working battery sensor. If you got the warranty, it's a free repair. If not, it will cost you not much, so it's a very affordable operation on your device. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if the fingerprint sensor on your OPPO A6X 4G isn't responding to your fingertip. In such case, we're gonna have to set up a new fingerprint model for our device, and let's try to do it the best we can this time. First, open settings on your device, then go to fingerprint and face unlock menu, which is, by the way, located in security and privacy menu. Here in security and privacy, we're gonna have to go to device unlock, then select fingerprint and face unlock, then select your fingerprint, and before you add a new one, enter the password and remove the previously added fingerprints by tapping the three-dot icon next to your fingerprint and select delete to confirm. After that, you're gonna have to wipe the surface of your fingerprint scanner, which is located right here on your power button, using either a dry towel or a microfiber cloth if you have one around, preferable the second option. Make sure that there are no stains on it and it reads your fingerprints correctly. And when you're ready, tap Add Fingerprint. Now you're gonna have to place the middle part of your fingerprint on the fingerprint scanner and then slowly move it around, firmly pressing the scanner without actually pressing the power button, and use as much of your fingertip surface as you possibly can until the fingerprint image is filled with blue color, and tap done. And now let's tap cancel to not enroll face for now, and let's go back to settings and let's make sure that the software on this device is updated to the latest version. Go to system and update, software update, make sure that your device is connected to the internet, let it check for available updates, and if it finds an update, then download the latest software version, as it might include some software fixes. And after that, you're gonna have to restart your smartphone. Now, if you have downloaded and installed the software update, your smartphone will restart automatically. Otherwise, do it by pressing power button and volume up keys at the same time. Then swipe the circle up to restart and wait until your phone is restarted. Now, if you have removed the Google Assistant from the power button, then you just have to hold down the power button to open the power menu instead of power button and volume up key. Okay, so right now let's wait until the phone is fully restarted. After the restart, let's enter the password one time, then let your device load for a while. Usually it takes about 5 to 10 seconds. Then let's try to test our fingerprint scanner. Okay, so it unlocked the device first time, the second time, and the third time. And as you can see, everything works just fine. And I hope that it does for you too. Thank you for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix app crashes and app freezes on your OPPO A6X 4G smartphone. So, first of all, indicate the troublesome application. Let it be Spotify on this smartphone. In order to fix it, hold your finger down on an application, select App Info, then go to Storage Usage, then clear the cache of the application and also clear the data. Then return to its settings, force stop this application, and close the settings for the app and try relaunching it. Now we're gonna have to log in to our account once again, and the application will start functioning as usual. If this didn't help you, you can also restart your smartphone by pressing volume up key and the power button at the same time, swiping the circle up to restart, and wait until the phone is restarted. After the restart, let's re-enter the password and let's try to launch the application again. And if you still have troubles with it, then what we can do is check whether we need updates for this application, which we can easily see in the Google Play Store. So in the Google Play Store, I think the easiest way would be just looking at this application up in the store. I'm probably gonna have to sign into it right now. So in my case, the Play Store is the problematic application. But let's wait. Okay, so let's find your application here. And if you have an update for this application, like here, then download and install an update by selecting Update. Then wait until the update is installed, and after the update is installed, your issue should be resolved. After the update, let's try to open the application once again. And right now everything should be working fine, and if it's still not, then what we can do is uninstall the application completely by selecting uninstall, either here or by holding down the finger on the application on the home screen and selecting uninstall. After uninstallation, let's install it again. And then let's reopen it. And then the application should be working fine. But if you're still experiencing some troubles with this application, make sure that your smartphone is up to date. So go to Settings, go to System and Update, then open Software Update menu and check if you have any updates to install. If you do have an update, then install the latest software version, and after this the problem should be resolved for good. And that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if the fingerprint scanner of your OPPO A6X 4G isn't recognizing your fingerprint properly. In such case, let's set up a new fingerprint model for this smartphone, and to do this, let's go to Settings, let's scroll down to Security and Privacy menu. Let's go to Device Unlock and select Fingerprint and Face Unlock. Now, if you have any previously enrolled fingerprints on your smartphone, you're gonna have to remove them by tapping the three dot icon next to your fingerprint and selecting Delete. Then confirm, and then wipe the surface of your fingerprint scanner just to make sure that it's not stained and it reads our fingerprint smoothly. To clean your scanner, I recommend using a piece of a microfiber cloth or just a dry towel if you don't have microfiber cloth around. Make sure that it's clean and smooth, and then tap Add a fingerprint, and then try to place the middle part of your fingerprint on your scanner, then the other parts like the top part, the sides of your fingertip. Generally add as much of your fingertip as possible for the best experience, and then tap Done. Now let's go back to Settings, and let's make sure that the device is updated to the latest version. So to do that, scroll down to System and Update, go to Software Update, and check if you have any updates to download and install. And as you can see, we have some new software version, and sometimes the issues with devices hardware and hardware elements like face recognition scanner, fingerprint scanner can be fixed by simply updating our device to the latest version, because along with the updates they also oftenly put in some software fixes and hardware fixes that commonly appear on the smartphone models. So so if you have some software update to install, then it's most probably gonna fix your issue. If not, then just to apply changes, restart your phone, and after it's restarted, we'll check out how our fingerprint scanner works. Okay, so the phone is restarted. Now let's unlock the phone using the screen lock pattern. And after that, let's lock the phone and let's try to lock the fingerprint scanner right now. Okay, and so it worked just fine. Let's try it one more time. Bit lagging. Okay. Okay, and so it works just fine right now. And I hope that it does for you too. And if this video helped you fix your issue, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got an OPPO A6X, and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalizations. So let's begin with opening the settings, and I'd like to start with the upper section. Let's go to not mobile network, connection and sharing. Here let's tap on private DNS and tap on specified DNS. Right here we have to enter dns.adguard.com. and tap on save. And thanks to using this DNS address, your device will limit the advertisements that you can see. Alright, another thing that we can do in the settings, simply go back to this general list and scroll all the way down to find this Google section. Then let's go to all services and scroll down and go to ads. So right here we've got something which is called advertising ID, and basically the whole idea of this feature is that your device will gather the information about you and about your searching, for example, and then show you relevant advertisements. So for example, let's say that I was looking for a specific lamp because I wanted to buy it, and after checking it, your device will show you advertisements with this specific lamp or different versions of those lamps or different offers, different shops, etc. However, somehow connected with this lamp. So this is what advertising ID does, and I highly recommend to reset it, delete it actually, and removing it will not limit the amount of advertisements that you will receive. However, it will remove the personalization, which is also a great option. So just tap on reset advertising ID, tap on confirm, and then delete advertising ID, and tap on delete, and it is done. Another thing that you can do, and it will work if you are receiving a lot of advertisements here in your notification center, is to remove the notifications basically from this specific app. So for example, let's pretend I'm receiving a lot of notifications from Play Store. So just tap on it and hold it, and then go to app info. Now let's go to manage notifications. And after scrolling down, you can see that the notifications are divided into different categories, like updates available, for example, app auto open, etc. A lot of different categories. Obviously, they will be different if you will open another app info, right? So they will not look the same. However, what I highly recommend to do here is to find the category which is somehow connected with the advertisements. So, for example, in my case, payments, deals, and recommendations. So simply tap on it and tap on this first switcher next to allow notifications, thanks to which you will remove this specific category. Of course, what I highly recommend to do also is to basically turn off the notifications completely. Of course, only in the situation if you don't really need the notifications from this app, just by using the switcher here. And as a last resort, I just wanted to mention that because I know that probably most of you are aware of this option, but just wanted to mention the ad blocks. And I'm not talking about the ad blocks that are associated with a specific browser, for example. Let me open the Play Store. Let's go to search option and enter ad block. So I know that there are a lot of ad blocks which are connected with the browsers, as I said, but I wanted to draw attention to other options, like for example this one, ad blocker for Android, or content blocker, etc., which are more general, I would say. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got an OPPO A6X and let me share with you how to fix up crashing. Alright, so let's first of all find the app which is causing you different problems and tap on it and hold. So I'll use the Google Chrome. Now we've got those options, so let's go to App Info. And in this video, I'll show you different ways, different approaches which you can use in order to get rid of the problem. Sometimes you will be able to fix the problem after the first one, which I'll show you in a second. And sometimes, unfortunately, you will have to go through probably all of them to finally fix the issue. Alright, so the first thing I highly recommend to do is to go to storage usage, which is right here, and then tap on clear cache. Cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. Moreover, sometimes they might interfere and cause some problems. So first of all, cache. And secondly, here we've got the option force stop. So just tap on it and tap on force stop. Sometimes if the app is opened in the background and wasn't closed properly, it might have also some problems with the reopen operation. So force stop is a great option, and you can try to open the Chrome or actually any other app right now. Basically, if the issue was easy, let's say, this option, the solutions should work. If not, I highly recommend to check for the updates, because sometimes if you've got the older version of the app and newer version of the system, there could be some different problems with the with opening the app. So to do that, we have to open the Play Store, make sure that you've got the internet connection, and let's open it. You will be able to follow my steps if you've got your Google account added to the device. I highly recommend to do that. You can check our tutorial of how to do it, or you can do it on your own after entering the Play Store. So here, let's simply tap on search. Here, tap on this bar and enter the name of the app that you'd like to check for the updates. And here we've got the results. As you can see, if the update is pending, your device will show you this information. So what I recommend to do is to simply tap on update. Your device will download the newest version and then overwrite it over the older one. And to be honest, it should fix most of the issues, so only the update. However, sometimes the update itself is a problem because of this overwriting thing. Sometimes the file couldn't be I forgot the word, but could it be overwrite, let's say, and there is an issue between the old and new version. So in order to fix that, I highly recommend to simply tap on this Google Chrome, simply enter this section here, and here we've got the option uninstall. So just uninstall the app, wait a second, just let your device uninstall it fully, and then install it again. Thanks to it, your device will directly download and install the newest version without this overwriting thing. Thanks to it, you can get rid of the risk of, some crashing. And as a last resort, which might be confusing a little bit, but as a last resort, I also highly recommend to check for the system updates, because I said that newer apps might have older apps might have problems with newer systems, and newer apps might have problems with older system. So it's important to check for the updates and actually update your device. So just go to the settings. Right here we have to scroll all the way down and go to system and update. And here we've got software update, so let's tap. And check for the updates. If you've got any kind of update, I really highly recommend to simply download it, install it, and apply it, not only for fixing the issue with the app, but also for your own security. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix headphones not detected on your OPPO A6X. So first, what you guys want to do is check the headphones. So if you're using the 3.5mm jack or the USB-C headphones, test them with another device and make sure that they're working. Next, inspect the charging port right at the bottom and the jack for any visible damage or dirt inside of it. The dirt inside of it basically blocks all the connection, so that's why your headphones may not be detected and you definitely do not want it. Now we want to restart our phone by pressing the power and the volume up button. Here we're gonna swipe up to restart, and now the phone is restarting. So as you guys can see, this will resolve any minor issues on your device because it refreshes our system. So I'll see you guys in a second when it's done. Now after the restart, what you guys want to do is, if they are still not working, then try another pair of headphones. So test with a different pair of headphones to rule out any issues with your original ones. This is a very simple test. You just plug in another headphones and see if they're working. If not, then the issue is definitely either with the ports or the old headphones itself. Now, what you guys want to do next is check for software updates. So this also goes for the Bluetooth headphones right here. This is the first thing for the Bluetooth and last thing for wired. Let's go over to settings and scroll all the way down to system and update. Here we're going to click software update at the top, and it will check for updates automatically. All you need is Wi-Fi connection, and in a few seconds you should see the results. So my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it, because it's very important to keep up with the latest version of your software without any old glitches. So next, what you guys want to do for the Bluetooth headphones is turn the Bluetooth off and on. So my Bluetooth is already turned off, but if it was on, then it will look like this. I will just tap on the switch, wait a couple of seconds, and then tap again. Now it will refresh all the devices available to connect. And next, what you guys want to do is go over, and if you got your headphones paired right here, make sure to forget them and repair them. So you pair headphones, every single headphone you pair is paired a different way. So there's no a straight tutorial, just make sure that you put your device in the pairing mode. And make sure to avoid another device interference, because even what we did for those Bluetooth headphones, if your other device is connected to the same headphones, then maybe it's just catching the connection faster, and your phone cannot do that so quick. So that's why you may not be able to connect your headphones into the phone. After that, make sure to charge them fully. It's very important, because once I've had a situation where my headphones were at 70% and they wouldn't connect, but once I charged them up to a full 100, including the case, they connected without any issues. And lastly, what you guys want to do is reset the network and Bluetooth settings. This is to reset all the settings. You will of course lose everything from the saved Bluetooth devices to even Wi-Fi networks. So you go to system and update, backup and reset, and then reset phone at the bottom. Here you will choose the first option, which is reset network and Bluetooth settings, and this will reset your Wi-Fi networks, your network connections, your Bluetooth connections, so every single device that you ever paired, and the mobile network settings. But there's no other way around it. As you guys can see, you just tap here and they will be reset. So there's no other way as just deleting the Bluetooth. You need to reset Wi-Fi and mobile network settings too. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for gaming on OPPO A6X. Okay, let's make sure that we're using the highest refresh rate possible. I know that certain games are locked on, for example, only 60 FPS, but it's always good to select the highest refresh rate possible. To do it, open up display and brightness in your settings, then scroll down, find screen refresh rate, and select it on high. Thanks to that, we will have up to 120 Hz for an optimal visual effect and a smooth experience. But just like I'm saying, remember that certain games are locked. But let's open up the battery also. We have the battery mode, and for gaming we can select the high performance mode. Thanks to that, we will have the best performance of our device. But you need to be aware that in this mode, the battery will drain faster than usually, and also the device temperature might increase. So Right after you finish the gaming, I highly recommend to turn off that mode and go back into a balanced, for example. Because, you know, overheating your battery is not the best thing, and we should avoid situations like that. Also, before we start playing, we can open up the phone manager, and we can click the optimize button if we have possibility, because sometimes we cannot do it, but in my case I can, so I'll tap on that, the phone will perform a cleanup, it will optimize itself. We can also perform the storage cleanup to clear the junk files. It also may help. Boom. And we can click on System Boost. Click on Boost now. Okay. Also, if you have a lot of apps opened in the background, before you start playing, it's good to simply close them up, because they are only taking your RAM away, and that might be the problem why your game isn't running smoothly. Now, we can launch our game. I have downloaded the Asphalt Legends, so I can also show you the graphics settings that you can select. Not each game allows you to change the graphics settings. I have picked a game which allows to. So let's wait until it loads. Okay, let's click on the settings, then the game settings, and find the graphics. Always make sure that the frame rate is selected on the highest value. As you can see, this game is, for example, locked only on 60 FPS, and it's possible to go higher than that. And down below we have the advanced settings. If you want to have the best FPS, you should select everything on low, just like that. If you want to have the best graphics, of course, you can max out those things, or if you want to have a preset somewhere in the middle, so you'll have a decent graphics and good FPS, you can try to shuffle those settings, set them like on the medium, you can select some on high, some on low, and you'll be able to find a perfect preset for you. But always remember that you should have select the highest frame rate. Also, you might have to restart the game to apply the changes. And on our OPPO, we have inbuilt game mode. Right in here, just need to slide from the edge, and let's select the Pro Gamer mode right in here. Click on Agree and Continue. Okay, and now we will have the best FPS. Also, I highly recommend to lock the brightness, so it won't change automatically during the gameplay, so we won't get distracted. We also have the notifications, we can block them, so we also won't get distracted. We have the game focus mode. Game mode offers an immersive, distraction-free gaming experience with the following features. So, it will block the gaming tools, block quick settings, block calls, block notifications, and block gesture navigation. So, for example, we want to exit the game by a misclick when we slide on the edge. So, I think it's worth enabling. And now, if you want to exit it, hit the button. And when it comes to the other things, we can block the calls, quickly take a screenshot, start screen recording, we can optimize the network, we can enable the touch optimization, we can lock the orientation so the screen won't get rotated. And that's all when it comes to most important settings. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO A6X, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will want to open up content that you wish to capture. I'll be using home screen as an example for this, so just the first page maybe. So it's already open and visible on my screen. Now, whatever you want to capture, make sure that it is right now visible on the screen. When it is, all you will need to do is hold the power button and volume down at the same time, like so. You get the scroll and share pop-up right here with the screenshot visible. Now, scroll option wouldn't be actually available to me right here, even though it looked like I could click on it. Nothing would happen as there's not really much I can scroll down on. even though when I do, I get the up tray. This doesn't, for some reason, count. But I could utilize it in, for instance, the settings application where you can scroll down. So just to showcase this, I'm going to do it once more. Scroll. And it's going to automatically start scrolling. I can tap on a screen to stop it and move it down myself, as you can see. And let's just say I moved it a little bit too far down. I don't want it to, for instance, show, I don't know, user and accounts, right? So I can just kind of move it back up above that. There we go. Click on done. And it saves it just above that option. And it's a long version of a screenshot, as you can see. So that's about it. Now I do also want to talk about one more thing that you will experience sometimes, as we do have some bloatware dogshit apps that come pre-installed in here that basically, in my opinion, blatantly violate your property without ever even asking for consent. That would be things like Spotify. No, I'm not signed in, by the way. Oh, I can't capture a screenshot for some unknown reason. And another one that has come pre-installed in here is the even bigger dog shit, which is Netflix. This abhorrent piece of shit also doesn't allow you to capture a screenshot. Now, I want to point out, when it comes down to at least Netflix, I don't even own an account of Netflix. Never did. Never agreed to terms of service or use. Never even installed this application on the phone. And this abhorrent piece of shit has the audacity to decide how I'm going to be able to use my phone, which I paid money for, without ever even asking for a goddamn permission to do anything on this device. It already exists. That should be enough. How I find it to be absolutely bullshit that an application can change what I can do on my device just because the application is open. Now, because I consider this to be blatant middle finger from a company, I'm going to do the same by showing you alternative to Netflix. Fuck you, Netflix. So, you can see we have things like pstream.mov. This is going to be a place where you can just load it up on a web browser. You don't need to download anything as an application, though I would probably recommend maybe downloading the plugin that will kind of want you to. So if I click on here, you can see I haven't done so yet, but it does give you the two different options. With this one, it does seem to load content better, finding more repositories and loading it much faster. So that is a benefit, but I'm not vouching for this application. Or this website. I used it a couple times, checked it out. Seemed to be working fine with the plugin, but I have no idea what this plugin actually does. So, use this at your own risk. But even if I select a default, let's see, use a default one. And let's say I want to capture a screenshot of a show, if it's going to load it. Okay, so it's taking a little bit of time to load. But in any case, you would just be able to obviously capture a screenshot in here. And that's about it. Now, anyway, I'm going to move on. And once you capture any kind of screenshot, you can easily find it by going into your Photos application. And in here, under the Photos tab, you will find all your screenshots, screen recordings, photos, videos, anything that is media related right here. So what I recommend doing instead is navigating to the albums. And in albums, you'll find one called Screenshots. There it is. Now, in Screenshots, you will also see screen recordings, but if you're struggling to find the specific screenshot, you can click on this, whatever is that icon right here, and select that you only want to see photos. And it removes from view videos, which would be screen recordings. And here you can see all three different screenshots that I have captured. And you can clearly see that even though the show didn't load right here, I was able to capture it, which I wasn't able to capture either Spotify nor Netflix, even though I tried. So this is a kind of workaround for you if you want to capture some content in a show that you might be watching. Considering these piece of shit companies that you paying them for content are blocking you from being able to, I don't know, do whatever you want like this, then you can go other ways. And just know this is completely free, and with the plugin seems to be working pretty damn good. So anyway, that's about it. Now I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix battery drain on your OPPO A6X. So first, you guys want to go over to settings, then in the settings, go to the battery settings. So you need to scroll a bit down, you see battery, click it, and here you guys want to go to battery usage. So this phone is freshly new, there's nothing on it, but here you guys have the battery usage by app, and here you need to detect the ones with the highest usage. Now I'm gonna click here and we can force stop it, as you guys can see. So now the power consumption ratio should definitely drop by this app. We can also go for the power saving settings and scroll down here to app battery management at the bottom. And what this would do, we can search for the apps right here that are using a lot of the background. Here, let's say Spotify, we want to restrict the background activity. Now, this will of course limit the app because most Spotify users listen to it in the background, but it's just an example. You can change every single app that you do not use in the background as restricted. Next, what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we uninstall the bloatware. This is very important. We have the apps like this one, for an example. We want to click uninstall on it, and this is what we want to do with the bloatware because it's just bloating our phone. We do not really need it. And after you delete every single bloatware here, there's a lot of it here. So after you delete it, what you guys want to do is simply restart the phone. This is very important. First, we're gonna restart it so the system refreshes up. We're gonna press the power button and the volume up button. Now swipe up to restart it, and now the device is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now after the restart, what we want to do is we want to wait for our Wi-Fi to turn back on. We need to see the icon on the status bar. Everything's loading. As you guys can see, this is what a restart does. Now we're gonna hit the Play Store, and in the Play Store, what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the AccuBattery. So this is the battery diagnostic app. So we want to go over to search. Now we want to search for the apps and games, and then type in the AccuBattery. Here we're gonna click the search, and we want to install this app right here. Do not install the first one. Install this app, click here, and it should install in a quick second. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now we're gonna click open, and here we need to use this app for some time. This is very important. First of all, using the app. Now, as you guys can see, it's calibrating. So this is thinking that it's charging our phone. So we need to wait for a second or just plug the phone in and out. Now here we can continue. We're gonna click here, and this is the calibration that has just been completed. Here we have our battery design. We're gonna click finish, and here what we're gonna do first is go over to health. This is what is interesting for us. We want to make sure that we have battery health and estimated capacity right here. So even though we have it in the settings, we can check it more here. So this is like a better app for it. And what we want to do here is we're gonna need to charge our phone at least 5 times. Make sure that we discharge it to at least 15% or lower. The lower the better. And after 5 valid charges, you will see everything right here. Now, of course, you can check the history of your battery wear and usage. You guys can also go for the discharging and see battery at which percent lasts for how long. Of course, for charging, you guys can see that if we want to charge to 100%, then it will cost 0.51 cycles in wear. So this is half a cycle. It's actually a lot. Now, if we want to charge to the 80%, as you guys can see, from 80% to 92 for an example, it will cost us only 0.28 cycles. So this is not a lot. This is actually a very small number. Make sure to not charge your phone to 100% unless you're doing those 5 full charges, but then just stop and make sure that you charge your phone to 80 or 85%. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the authorized service store if the issue is still not fixed. If our battery is still getting drained even after those 5 full charges, even after uninstalling the bloatware and setting the highest usage apps to restrict it in the background, then something's wrong. And what we want to do is simply go to the authorized service, because there may be an error that a normal user like us just can't find. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show the speed up tricks on OPPO A6X. Okay, we can begin with developer options, because we can adjust a few things in them to get some free speed. First, to get access into developer options, we need to click on About Device. Now scroll down until you find version, and tap on the version number a few times in a row until you see that you are now a developer. Now go back, find System and Update, and click on Developer Options. Now we need to keep scrolling until we find 4 options that we can adjust. So keep scrolling until you find Window Animation Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and the Animator Duration Scale. As you can see, all 3 of them are currently set on 1x, but to improve the speed of our device, we can completely turn them off or select 0.5. Simply don't go higher than 1x, because it will only slow your device. So for me, perfect balance between off and 1x is of course 0.5, so that's the value that I'm about to select for all 3 options. Now let's keep scrolling until we find the last option is under the apps and its background process limit. We can change from standard limit into at most 3 or at most 4. It is up to you. I'll select at most 4, for example. Alright, that's all in developer options. Now let's go back and let's go straight into battery, because we have the battery performance mode. High performance mode, that's how it's called. So in this mode, our phone will work in the fastest way, but you need to be aware that this increases power usage and may cause your device to heat up. So we should use this mode wisely, because, you know, overheating your battery, it's not the best thing, and we should avoid situations like that. Personally, I'm using the high performance mode, for example, when I'm playing games on my OPPO. So for now, I'm about to turn it off, but I'm just showing you how to find it and how you can turn it on. Alright, now let's open up the apps and click on App Management. And in here, in certain apps, you'll have possibility to clear the cache. Cache is basically the junk files that are stacked. I think that in my case, it will be available for the Chrome, which is my default browser. To clear the cache, find Storage Usage, and in here we have some cache. Simply click on Clear. Don't worry, this doesn't delete any of your data, but be aware that you cannot misclick and you cannot click Clear Data, because this will delete your data in the Chrome app. So you'll be logged out from everything that you are signed into. But it won't happen if you click on Clear Cache. And also, if you have some apps that you're not using, you can also uninstall them from the level of the app management. You can also do it from the level of your home screen. Simply hold on the icon and click on uninstall. For example, I have this game that I'm not playing, so I can uninstall it to get some free storage space. If you're installing the apps from the app management level, be aware that some of those apps are the system apps, and uninstalling them is impossible. Sometimes it is, but don't try it, because something bad might happen. So I'm just telling you to be careful. Okay, let's go back from here and we can close it up for now. Also, during day-to-day use, I'm sure that you have a lot of apps opened in the background, just like me. Maybe three apps is not the big amount, but Simply, if you have the apps opened in the background that you're not using, simply manually close them up just like that by sliding to the app side. Thanks to that, you are releasing your RAM, and also that might be the problem why your device is running slowly during the day, because you have a lot of apps open in the background. Okay, now let's open up the phone manager, and in here we have the chance to click the optimize button from time to time. It's always good to do when you have possibility. So hit the button. Now the phone will optimize itself. Okay, we can click on done, but in here we also have some recommended actions. We can perform a storage cleanup, click on go if you want to, and we can delete some junk files, 140 megabytes, so let's clear them. In here you can also monitor your storage level, how many storage you have left. Now we can also click the system boost. Okay, it's done, so hit the button. You can also add the system boost shortcut to your home screen. Same thing with the storage cleanup, so you'll have a quick access to them. In here you can also manage your apps. If you want, you can also download some third-party cleaning apps from your Play Store. Simply open it up, type cleaner or cleaning. You'll have a whole list of apps that you can download, but be aware that before downloading anything, it's always good to simply see the reviews about the app. And also the opinions from other users. Is it worth downloading this app? Also, from time to time, you can perform a reboot of your device, because basically during the reboot, our phone rests for a moment, the RAM gets freed up, so it's worth doing. To perform a reboot, we need to launch the power menu, click the power key and volume up. My bad, hold power key. To perform a reboot, now drag this white ball into the restart function, and now if you release your finger, your device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be automatically turned on again and the phone will be ready to use. And as a last resort method, you can perform a factory reset of your device, but remember that factory resetting will delete all of your data. But if you want to, as a last resort method, open up the settings, scroll down, find system and update, backup and reset. Also, before resetting your phone, you can create a backup of your data, so you'll be able to restore it later. I highly recommend to create a backup. If you don't know how to do it, on our channel there's a video when you can watch all backup methods, so yeah, you can watch it if you don't know how to do it on your own. But to reset the phone, hit this button, and now click on Erase All Data. After that, your device will be turned off, and after a few seconds, it will be turned on again automatically. And the next thing that you have to do is to go through the setup process. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show the home screen tricks on OPPO A6X. Alright, to launch the customization menu, all we need to do is to hold an empty space on our home screen. Just like that. Now, we can quickly change the wallpaper, change the icons, add some widgets, change the layout, change transition effects, and we also have more settings hidden under this button. Let's begin with the wallpaper though. In here we have some system wallpapers that we can select. If you click on more, you'll be able to download the wallpaper from this list. If you are interested, you can of course add your own photo from the gallery if you pick the album, or you can even add the wallpaper carousel, so you'll have multiple wallpapers and they will be changing each time you turn off your screen. So if you want, you can add them right in here. Now, let's go with the icons. If you tap on that, you can change the theme of your icons, their look. We have a few modes. If you click on custom, you'll be able to change the shape into your own preferences, just like that. Also the foreground of the apps, icon size. You can also adapt the system colors. You can change that the theme also has been changed, and you can also enable or disable to show the app names. and also the size of the app name. We have a few locked positions. Let's say I'll stick to medium. If you click on more, you'll be able to download some custom themes from that list. Okay, I'll stick to the classic. If you want to apply the changes, hit the button down below. Then we have the widgets. In here we have a list of widgets that we can add for our home screen. You can see that the list is pretty long. Let's say that I will add maybe the clock widget. Let's say this one. Simply tap and it appears on our home screen. If you hold it, you'll be able to place it anywhere that you want. Let's add another one. Maybe from calendar. Alright, this one is pretty big, so maybe let's replace it with something else. To remove the widget, as you can see, simply hold on it, hold your finger, and you'll have a button that will allow you to get rid of it. Alright, next widget, I mean. Let's say maybe this one. And here we'll be able to add the photo for the widget. Alright, next thing is the layout. We have only two options, 4:6 or 5:6. That's the layout of the apps. And maybe let me select the second page so we'll be able to see the difference. That's how it's going to look like when you select 4:6 or 5:6. I'll stick to 4:6 in my case. Now let's change the transition effects. Currently we have the default one, but we also have roll, the cube, the flip, card, and also the tilt animation. It's up to you which mode you want to use. Let's say that I will use this one, the cube. Then to save it, hit on apply. And now we have the cube effect of the transition. Looks pretty cool in my personal opinion. It's not that boring like, you know, the default transition effect. Alright, for now I'm about to remove the widget because it annoys me. For now, because it's too big. Even when I'm touching right in here, the phone recognizes that I'm touching the widget. I don't want it for now. So let's go into more. We can pick, do we want to have the home screen with the drawer or the standard one. It is up to you. Currently, in my case, I had the drawer. It works in that way that if you slide to the upside, you will have the drawer itself. And in here we have all of our apps installed on our phone, and they are sorted alphabetically from A to Z. If you'll pick the classic mode, the standard mode, you won't have that. Okay, we can also change, we can lock the layout, and now it's impossible to move anything on our home screen. Sometimes it's good, because let's say that we have created our perfect layout, everything is placed perfectly, all of the apps, all of the widgets, and we don't want to change something by a misclick. So that's the moment when you can lock your layout and nothing wrong will happen. So that's the thing that you can do by locking the layout. We also have the icon autofill. This is useful, but to use it, you need to, your layout cannot be locked. It is pretty useful because if you delete one of those apps, let's say that I want to uninstall the TikTok. Normally, when this feature is turned off, a gap in that place would appear. We would have an empty space. But thanks to the icon autofill, when I will remove the app or uninstall it, the app that was next to it jumped into the place of the TikTok to simply fulfill that gap. So it is pretty useful, and it can help to organize our home screen. And now I don't need to, manually replace every app to fulfill that gap. Thanks to the feature, it has been done automatically. so that's pretty useful. You can change the app animation speed itself, standard or enhanced. It's up to you. The speed will be simply a little bit different. You can also enable the double tap to lock. When I will double tap on an empty space, my screen will be locked. And when it comes to the home screen things, I believe that is all. We have also icon pull down gesture. Swipe upward on the left or right side of the screen to pull down app icons. Without lifting your finger, continue swiping to an icon and release to open the app. If you want, you can enable that feature. That's how it works. Let's say that I will pick maybe the settings. I'll release my finger and they open up. Simply from the edge, slide to the app side and you can pick the app in that way. Let's say that this time I'll pick maybe Facebook and it also opens, so everything works properly. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO A6X, and today I'll show you how we can enable power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top right side of the screen, and right here you'll find all your toggles. Now chances are you might not have the power saving mode added by default, so to add it, we're going to click right here on this button and find it somewhere below. Now I can already see the super power saving mode, so I'm going to add that, as I am going to show this as well. It is pretty bad though, newsflash. And I am still looking for the normal. There we go, normal power saving mode is right here. And from there I'm going to click on done. Now, if I added this one without removing the previous one, it would actually add another page. So I just decided to get rid of it. Anyway, so from here we have two of them side by side. So I'm going to start off with the first one, the normal power saving mode. When you tap on it, it brings up a window, turn on power saving mode. Battery life will be extended, but system performance will be reduced and some functions will be disabled. Now the box do not show this again is selected by default. So when we click turn on, this won't show up again. Now, I do want to be very upfront about this. Power saving mode on these devices, meaning OPPOs, also Realme, OnePlus, and Vivo, as these are all the same kind of system, in their settings, they seem to be absolutely dog shit. And right now at 90% battery charge, this power saving mode gets me probably a measly 2 hours of extra battery life. Now, for a 30-hour life, 2 hours is just absolutely disgraceful. And like, don't even bother putting a power saving mode. So let's quickly see what we get right here. And we got power saving mode. So we are going from almost 24 hours to 2 hours. Now here's a kind of funny thing. If you're using the device, I just gained 5 hours of extra battery life, most likely, by lowering the brightness. So yeah, this is absolutely like piss poor for optimization. And furthermore, adding to insult to injury, if we turn that off and move back to the other one, again right here, you can see that the super power saving mode gets you less than 2 hours over the normal power saving mode. Now, as a perspective, kind of like a comparison to other devices, I'm gonna compare it to Xiaomi. This is one that actually does this pretty goddamn well. Well, compared to this one, literally anything saves power pretty well. So in normal mode, when Xiaomi would be getting the 23 hours, so this is rounded to 24, to keep it the same, on power saving mode, it would be getting 50 hours, not the pathetic 2 extra hour of life. Now on super power saving mode, it would be getting 150. not another 2 hours. So in total, from 24 hours, you get about 4 extra hours of battery life on super power saving mode when you're almost fully charged. Now, the reason this is so insulting is, let's turn it on so you can get to experience how this mode looks like. Voila, there it is. Literally nothing to it. Just a couple applications, no wallpaper, screen on timer is reduced, and everything is just gutted beyond belief. And you get 4 extra hours. When other devices manage to more than triple, quadruple their battery life with this option, here you don't even get a goddamn 10% of extra battery life. What the hell are we doing? So, something to keep in mind when interacting with these modes, they are both kind of shit. And to give you other alternatives that you can do to preserve battery life in some way, those would require you a little bit more tinkering. So I am going to still show them to you, as you can still overlay them over the pathetic power saving mode. So let's navigate to our toggles, and in here we have a bunch of toggles that will be turned on by default. Toggles that you couldn't give two shits about less, especially when you're trying to preserve battery life. So number one will be the location. It's on always, because God forbid you have some privacy. Piss off. That's one thing. Now let's see other ones. We should have, there we go, NFC. Now this most likely would be enabled by default. Next we have anything else in here? Trying to find through the toggles if there is anything else. Well, it looks like that's about it. So, yep, oh, there we go. Look at that, NFC now is on. I find it absolutely disgusting that also here doesn't seem to be on. Doesn't seem to be on, but it is. Great. I love a function that can be literally used for contactless payment to be running in the background of my phone without me even knowing it, and the phone trying to hide it. I love it. And obviously it's wasting also your battery life. So those are two different things. Now another one would be Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and mobile data. Now right now I don't have a SIM card, but if I did, I would most likely turn off Wi-Fi. That's usually how I do it, but for me, I do have unlimited data plan, so I can use mobile data as much as I freaking want. But I know that this isn't the case for a lot of the people here watching this. You might have something like 10 gigabyte cap, and after you surpass it, obviously you're using either like almost probably 2 kilobits of internet speed, as you get basically cut down by the service provider, or you get instantly billed more for additional data plan. In either case, you would want to be very mindful of this, and what you can do instead is just interchange between Wi-Fi and mobile data. So you can have one turn on while the other one turns off, and just use one of them that you need at a time. If you're at home, it probably doesn't really apply to you, as you can just plug in your device to charge. But if for some reason you maybe can't charge it wherever you are, but you do have access to Wi-Fi, then turn off mobile data. There's no need for both of them to be running, and vice versa. If you're outside, no need for Wi-Fi to be running. It's not like you're going to be connecting to every local store's network. Last thing would be Bluetooth. If you don't use it, turn it off. That's another power drainage right here. And actually, last thing that I do want to talk about is the brightness of the display. Now, this will primarily affect your battery life when you're using the device, like I am right now. If the screen is on, the battery is draining. So depending on how bright your display is set up to be, you can get basically varying levels of battery life because of this brightness. Now, from like max brightness, dropping it down to half, you probably would get extra 5 or even more hours of battery life just from the brightness. But this only affects screen on time. It has no impact in battery life whatsoever when you stop using the device, when you lock it and just leave it alone. But as long as you're using it, the lower you can set the brightness, the better for your battery life. So if you obviously are in a pinch, this could be one of the best, most effective ways to preserve battery life. So there we go. Those are all the info about power saving mode, and also what you can do to actually get better results than the pathetic options that you have right here. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the security tricks on OPPO A6X. Okay, let's begin with the basics actually. We need to set our screen lock. That's the most important thing. To do it, open up the settings, scroll down a little bit and find security and privacy. Now, in here we have this big yellow button, set screen lock, so let's tap on that. And we have three types of the password: numeric, alphanumeric, or the pattern. It's up to you which type you want to use. I always pick the pattern in my case. So now let's wait until it loads. Now click on next. And when it comes to the pattern, to create it, we need to connect at least 4 of those dots. So create your pattern. If you want to try again, click the X button. But if you want to confirm, simply redraw the pattern. And now our password has been set. We can also turn on the fingerprint unlock, also a pretty useful thing. So we can click on enable and agree. And now our fingerprint sensor is located on our power button. So now we just need to place our finger on it. And now we need to slide and move our finger on the sensor until the fingerprint is registered. So simply keep repeating. Also remember that your finger should be clean. Same thing with your sensor, so everything should be registered properly. All right, fingerprint added. If you want, you can add another one. If you want to save, click on done. And that's it. Really useful thing and really easy setup process. Now let me show you how it works. So let's begin with the pattern. I need to slide to the upside and now draw your pattern to unlock your phone. Boom. Really easy, everything works. Now let's do the same thing but with the fingerprint. So I just need to place my finger on the power button and the phone has been unlocked. Everything fully works. Let's go back into the settings. Now let's scroll down and let's click on the app security. In here we have the Google Play Protect and we can perform a scan by clicking this button. It's always good to do from time to time because in here we will be able to see do we have some potential threats on our device, in our apps. Everything is okay, so I don't need to do anything. If something would be wrong, simply follow the instruction on the screen to solve the problems. You can perform that scan, for example, once a week and it should be completely enough. Okay, under device unlock we also have the theft protection. And in here we have the remote lock, find and erase your device, theft detection lock, offline device lock, and the SIM lock. Let's begin with the remote lock. It's worth enabling right in here. And now, how it works. When our device gets lost or stolen, we can visit that page, android.com/lock, and we can enter our phone number to lock the screen of the device. Pretty useful thing. So it's worth to have that feature enabled right in here. When it comes to find and erase your device, we need to enable that right in here. And we have 2 ways how we can use it. We have the app or the web. For now, let's pretend that our device is lost. When it comes to visiting the Find Hub, we can do it on any other device. But it is important that you need to sign in using the exact same Google account into which you were signed in on your lost OPPO. Because without it, it won't work. Click on Sign In to visit the Find Hub. Okay, also need to verify. And in here we'll be able to locate our OPPO. When I'll tap on that, we don't have any options because I'm currently using this device, so maybe I'll show you an example of this phone. We will have possibility to remotely secure our device, so we'll also lock its screen. But when we click the settings button, we'll be able to perform a factory reset remotely by typing the password to our Google account. So the thief won't have access into our data, for example. Okay, let's go back. Then we have the theft detection lock. The screen will lock if this setting detects that someone took your device and ran away. Why not? We can turn it on. We have the offline device lock. The screen will lock shortly after your device goes offline to help protect your data. Also worth enabling. Click on OK. And we have the SIM lock. Your device will be locked if the linked SIM card is removed. Also worth enabling. All of those features. Now let's go back. We have the account security. In my case, it says that I have an error. So I will solve that later. If you also have that, you should solve this ASAP. I have shown you the device finders. Now let's go into system and updates, and let's check the security update. Do we have the latest version? It's always good to have everything updated. Let's also click manually, check for update. Okay. I have the latest version, so I cannot download anything. In your case, if you have possibility to download the update, you should do this ASAP. Same thing with the Google Play system update. And in here, in my case, I have possibility to download the update. I won't do it right now because I want to show you some other things. But in your case, you should also do this as soon as possible. Down below, we have the option for the backup. That's one of my favorite things. Having a backup of the data for me is like a must-have. So even, for example, again, when our device gets lost or stolen, we still be able to restore the data later on our other device, for example. We need to make sure that when we see the backup details, everything is enabled. Currently, the photos and videos are not, so I need to enable them right in here. Okay. Click on Let's Go. You don't need to allow for notifications. Now we can go back into that page. The backup. Okay, everything is enabled. If you click on Other Device Data, in here you can check your Google account. And it's important to remember your Google account because basically our backup is stored in the cloud of our Google account. So we cannot forget it. Same thing with the password. So if you want to restart the backup later in the future, you'll need to be signed in into the exact same Google account if you want to restore it. Make sure that you have some free storage space. If you don't have enough, you can click on Clean Up Space or Get Storage. And now to create a backup, simply hit this green button. Also need to confirm by drawing my screen lock. In here, a small circle should appear at any moment. So we need to keep waiting. Wow, it's taking longer than I expected. Okay, here it is. A small circle appeared, and it's slowly fulfilling. When it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. If everything goes fine, we will also see a notification on the bottom of the screen. So it might take a little bit, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, the backup has been created. We can see it right in here. Okay, let's go back. We have other things. That's all in the security, with the basic ones. And we have also the special features. App lock, hide apps, and the private save. Let's begin with the app lock. First, enter your privacy password. And in here, we have the apps that we can lock using the password. Currently, in my case, from what I can see, I have some apps. So I will turn it off for now. And now, if you click those three dots, you can set the new privacy password if you're interested. But first I need to type my old one. You can also add, actually you have to set the security question or add the recovery email. And we can also enable to use the face lock for the app lock or the fingerprint unlock. If you're interested, in my case, I'll change the password type. You have those types. I'll stick to 4 digits. I will type really easy one just for this video. Okay, now I need to retype it to confirm. Okay, now let's lock some apps, maybe the Facebook. And now, if someone will want to open up our Facebook, the only way of doing it is by typing the password. That's the only way. Or you can also add, for example, that fingerprint. Let me show you. Click those 3 dots, set now, privacy password, and you can enable the fingerprint unlock for app lock, also for hiding the apps and for data protection. And now we can, Actually, first I need to turn off the screen. So now we will have the lock, and as you take a look, the fingerprint also works. Now let's go with hiding the apps. We can also do it from the level of the phone manager. Click on more, and in here we have hiding the apps. Okay, do I have some hidden apps? Yeah, I have. So for now I'll turn them off. And now let's hide maybe again the Facebook. Okay, here it is. And as you can see, it disappeared. And now the only way of getting access to it is by using the home screen shortcut. In here we can check the access methods, or by using the dial pad. First you'll have to select the access code, click on done, and now open up your phone, click on keypad, type the code, boom, and that's how you can get access into your hidden apps. Also pretty useful thing, good protection from unwanted visitors. And we also have the private safe. Works pretty similar with different apps. In here you can add some images and videos, audio, document, and other files that you want to protect. In here you have the add button, and you'll be able to add some files. In my case I don't have any, so that is why they don't appear right in here. Let's open up the phone manager one last time, and in here, let's go back. We can click viruses and risks to perform a scan in search for potential threats. So let's do it. Always good to do from time to time. Okay, everything is okay, so we don't need to do anything. If you're interested, you can add the virus scan shortcut to your home screen by clicking add. So you'll be able to quickly click that. If you want, you can also download some third-party antivirus apps from your Play Store. Simply open the app, type antivirus, and you will have a whole list of apps that you can download. But remember that before downloading anything, it's always good to see the reviews about the app, how it works, etc, etc. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you 20 tips and tricks on OPPO A6X. Alright, so let's begin with setting up the high refresh rate on our screen for smoothest animations. To do it, open up your settings, and then find display and brightness, scroll down a little bit to the downside and click on screen refresh rate. And set it on high or on auto select. When you pick it on high, you will have always up to 120 Hz refresh rate with the smoothest animations, but you need to be aware that in this mode, the battery consumption will be a little bit bigger than on standard mode. But if you want, you can pick the auto select, so the phone will automatically pick the optimal refresh rate, and thanks to that you'll be able to save your battery. But if you want to have the highest refresh rate all the time, pick the high option. Next thing is the dark theme. Currently we have the light one, but if you like the dark colors, you can always pick the dark mode right in here above, and it's going to look just like that. That's the second thing. For now though, I'm about to stick to light mode. If you want, you can also pick the scheduled mode for the dark mode. You can enable that, and you can enable to have it from sunset to sunrise, or you can pick the custom mode and you will be able to pick the hour for each mode. It is up to you. For now, I'm about to stick to the light one. Down below, we have the brightness bar. We can adjust the brightness of our screen, and we have the auto brightness feature down below. Usually, it's turned on, but I highly recommend to turn it off, just like in my case, so the brightness level won't be changed without our permission. And that is why it's good to have that feature turned off, because I don't like when the screen brightness is being adjusted without my permission, and I'm getting annoyed sometimes by it, so that is why I always have the auto brightness turned off. Now, let's set the screen lock for our device. That's good for security things. I always add the screen lock on my each phone. To do it, go into security and privacy, and we have this big yellow button, set the screen lock. So let's tap on that, and we have 3 types of the password: alphanumeric, and the pattern. It's up to you which type you want to use. Let's say that I'm about to use the pattern. Of course, you cannot forget your password, because if you do, you'll be forced to reset your device through the recovery mode, and basically you will lose all of your data. So create a password that you will remember. Now, when it comes to the pattern, we need to connect at least 4 of those dots to create a pattern. So draw the thing that you want. If you want to try again, click the X button or go back using the button. If you want to confirm, draw again, and now it has been set. Now that the phone tells us that we can add the fingerprint, also a pretty useful thing, so let's click on enable. And now our sensor is located on a power button. We need to place our finger on it, and we need to slightly move our finger on the button until it is saved. You can see that the sensor in the middle is fulfilling, so keep sliding your finger until it is saved. Okay, fingerprint added. You can of course add another one. If you want to save, click on done. Now let me show you how it works. Let's begin with the pattern. Slide to the upside, draw it, boom, the phone unlocks. Now the fingerprint, and also phone unlocks. Now we can also add the face unlock. To do it, go back, go into device unlock, click on fingerprint and face unlock, and click on face. Thanks to that, you'll be able to enroll your face, and you'll be able to unlock your phone by looking on the front camera. Click on add now, and now we need to place our face inside of the frame. Click on retry. Okay, face added, and that is all. Click on done. Now let me show you that when I look on the front camera, the phone will unlock. Okay, when you can see this icon, simply slide to the upside, and the phone also unlocks, as you can see. Okay, next thing is the remote lock feature. Go back into the settings, go into device unlock again, my bad, and click on theft protection. We have the remote lock right in here. Click on that, enable it, and thanks to that feature, you'll be able to remotely lock your device screen by simply visiting that page, android.com/lock, on any device, and you can enter your phone number to lock the screen. You don't need to sign into Google account or anything like that. So it is really useful in personal opinion, for example, when your device gets lost or stolen. So you can visit that page on your PC, for example, type the phone number of your device, and you'll be able to remotely lock its screen. We also have the find and erase feature. Make sure that's enabled. You have to also turn on the location feature on your device. You'll be able to do it right in here. And we have 2 ways how you can use the Find Hub. We have the app and the web. So again, let's pretend that our device is lost or stolen. We can visit the Find Hub on any other device, but remember that you'll have to sign in on that page by using the same Google account into which you were logged in on your lost OPPO. It is really important, and thanks to that, you'll be able to find your OPPO on the list. You'll be able to mark it as lost and even perform a factory reset remotely by typing the password to your Google account, so the thief or anyone won't have the data on our phone. Of course, you can also perform the remote lock from here. Okay, now let's go with app lock. This feature allows us to lock the apps on our phone, go back into security and privacy, scroll down, find special features, and tap on the app lock. Verify yourself. By your screen lock, make sure that it's enabled, and in here we have the list of apps that we can lock. Let's say that I will lock maybe Spotify. It's right in here. And now if someone wants to open it up, he'll have to type the password or use the fingerprint. And that's the only way of turning on the Spotify. Pretty useful thing. You can also hide the apps from unwanted visitors. Open it up, click on Get Started, select the access method. You can do it by a home screen icon or via dial pad. It is up to you. Let's say that I'll pick the dial pad, and we also need to set an access code. So click on the settings. Our code needs to begin with hashtag and contain 1 to 16 digits. So just for this video, I'm about to create a really easy password, and it also needs to end with the hashtag. Now click on Done. Now let's add some apps. Maybe again the Spotify. You can see that it's on my home screen. Hide apps. Again, I need to verify. Okay, enable it. Also, if you click the settings button, you can allow to add the fingerprint unlock, and you can also add the hide apps feature. Okay, it has been hidden. The Spotify disappeared. So now let's open up our phone, go into the keypad, type the access code, and that's how we can get access into our Spotify. For now, I'm about to turn it off, I mean the Spotify, but now you know how you can add it for yourself. Okay, when it comes to the other security features, the last thing is the private safe. Again, go into security and privacy, scroll down, and in here we have access to private safe. Again, verify with your screen lock, and in here you can add some images and videos, audio, document, and other files to keep them away from unwanted visitors. So let's say that I'll add a photo from my gallery, let's say this one, click on lock. Of course, it disappeared from our normal gallery, and that's the only way to get access into that photo, by opening the private safe. That is, of course, protected with the password and also with our fingerprint. Okay, next thing, let's go with performance, and let's open up the battery, then battery mode, and in here we can enable the high performance mode for best performance. But remember that in this mode, the battery consumption will be bigger, and also the device may heat up, so you shouldn't use this mode all the time. Let's say that you are playing games on your device. That's the moment when you can turn on the high performance mode, but when you finish gaming, you should turn it off, because, you know, overheating your device is not the best thing, and we should avoid situations like that. but you can enable it right in here. For now, I'm about to stick to the balanced mode. And now let's add some widgets into our home screen. To do it, hold on an empty space, and in here you can add the widgets down below. For example, the clock widget, the games widget, calendar widgets, Chrome widget, contacts widgets, and let's take a look. This list is pretty long. So let's say, oh, we have the Spotify. So let's add the widget of it. Also, the widgets can have different size. Let's say I will use this one. And now it appeared on the screen. Of course, to remove it, hold on it and hit the button to get rid of it. And also, you can change its position by simply grabbing it. Really easy thing. Let's hold again. And we can also set the custom transition effects. We have the default. You can see a preview on the screen. We have the roll effect, cube effect, also flip, card, and tilt. To save the changes, hit on apply, and now we have a custom transition effect when we are sliding left or right on our home screen. Now let's go into the settings and accessibility and convenience. Let's go with the split view. This feature allows us to open up two apps at the same time with a split screen. We have a few ways how we can enter the split view. We can do it from the level of the app, simply slide with the 3 fingers and then select the second app. You can do it from the level of the sidebar and also from recent tasks. But first, I need to enable the smart sidebar, so I'll be able to show you that. And now, let's open up the first app, maybe Notes. Now, when I'll slide with the 3 fingers to the upside, now I can select the second app that I want to use in the split view. Let's say the calculator, and now you can see that we have 2 apps open at the same time. Notes on the top, calculator on the bottom. Every app is fully responsive. I can create a new note, start typing some things, and then I can quickly open up, get into the calculator and start counting something. It is really useful because we don't need to, switch between each app all the time. We can simply open them up with a split screen. You can also change the size of the apps by grabbing this bar in the middle, but be aware that if you go too much, one of the apps will be closed and the second one will open in the full screen. If you click that bar, you can swap the sides and also save it as an app group. Let's say that you're using this preset, I mean the calculator and the notes open in the split view almost all the time. So to save the time, we can save it as app group. Now we don't need to open up notes and the calculator each time and manually. Now we have the shortcut. When I will click that, both apps will open immediately in the split view. Also a really useful thing. That was the opening. That was entering the split view through one app by sliding to the upside. We can do it from the level of the sidebar. Click on Get Started. Select the app that you want. Let's say, again, maybe the calculator. Simply grab it, release, and now pick the second app. This time maybe Facebook. And it also works, as you can see, but Facebook needs to load first because I'm not signed in. But it appeared, as you can see. And the last thing is opening from the level of the recent apps. But first, to do it, we need to have an app opened in the recent apps. Now click those 3 dots and you can click on split view. And now again, pick the second app. It also works. Okay, when it comes to the sidebar itself, it is also a pretty useful thing, but I don't know where. Okay, here it is. Slide from the edge to the middle. In here we have the file doc. We can also check the recent files right in here. You can of course edit the sidebar itself. You can add some apps that you are using all the time. Let's say the Chrome, maybe also Facebook and Gmail. Then click on Done to save. And now, if you click on one of those apps from the sidebar, it will open in the floating window. Floating windows are also pretty useful things. Thanks to them, we can easily multitask. As you can see, I have the Chrome opened in the floating window, but the phone is still fully responsive and I can do some other things. Let's say that I can open up the messages, I can conversate with people, and I can still surf the internet in this small window. So it is pretty useful thing. When it comes to settings of the floating window, of course we can adjust its size. If you grab the edge, you can change its position on the screen anywhere that you want. When the window is a little bit bigger, you have to grab those 3 dots to change its position. If you click those 3 dots, you can minimize it, close it, or open it up in the full screen. If you minimize, it will be sticked into the edge of the screen, and if you want to open it up, simply tap, and it fully works. Okay. Now, let's go with the 3-finger screenshot. Open up the settings. Again, accessibility and convenience. Scroll down. And actually, let's go back into Smart Sidebar for now. You can adjust the floating bar, the size of it, and the side also, left or right. You can restore the defaults. Same thing with floating windows. You can of course also open up the floating window from the level of the recent apps. Simply click those 3 dots and click on the floating window. It will also launch, as you can see. Now, let's go with that 3-finger screenshot. To do it, go into Gestures and Motions, and in here we have it. Swipe down with 3 fingers to take a screenshot, or touch and hold with 3 fingers to take a screenshot. You can enable it right in here. So now, when I will swipe down, just like that, the screenshot will be taken. Pretty useful thing. We don't need to click the power key and volume down to take a screenshot, because that's the usual way. As you take a look, now we can only slide. For some people, it might be more comfortable, or we can simply hold the 3 fingers to take the screenshot. Now select the part of the screen that you want to take a screenshot of. It is up to you. Let's say I only want this. And then to save it, hit the icon on the top right corner. And now it has been saved in our gallery. Now let's scroll down, and we have things such as shake to launch. That's also a pretty useful thing. Thanks to that, we can turn the flashlight on or off, or we can open the camera. That's really quick and cool shortcut. Let's say that I'll pick to turn the flashlight on or off. Only works when you are on the home screen, lock screen, or always on display. So now, when I will shake the phone, the flashlight turns on. You just need to perform like a chopping move, just like that. If you repeat, the flashlight will be turned off. Pretty useful thing. Let's say that it's rainy outside, the screen is wet, and I'm sure that you know that navigating through the phone when the screen is wet during the rain is almost impossible. Really, it's really annoying. But you need to turn on that flashlight because it is necessary to you. You don't need to do it from this level. You don't need to, unlock your phone. You can only perform the chopping move, and the flashlight will be turned on, and you will have the source of light. And the last thing that I want to show you is how to create a backup of the data. So even if your device gets lost or stolen, or even after factory reset, you'll still be able to restore the data. Click on System and Update, go into Backup and Reset, and we have a few options. We have Backup and Migrate above. We have the local backup, but when it comes to this method of the backup, I'm not a huge fan of it, because even after the reset of your device, the backup will be also erased, because this backup is stored in the internal storage. So that is why it gets deleted. I highly recommend to use the Google backup, though. Simply click on that. You need to enable photos and videos and also all the device data. Of course, you have to be signed in into a Google account. In here, you can check it. If you click on other device data, you need to have also some free storage space. If you don't have enough, click on clean up space or get storage. And if you want to restart the backup later in the future, you'll have to be signed in into the exact same Google account that you can see on your screen. Now, to create a backup, simply hit this green button. The process will start. I also need to confirm by drawing my screen lock. Now let's keep waiting until it's finished. In here, a small circle will appear at any second. Okay, here it is, and it will slowly fulfill. Basically, when it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. We'll also see a notification on the bottom of the screen if everything goes just like it should. So it might take a little bit, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, the backup is finished. On the other device data, you can see how many minutes ago it has ended. And also, if you click on that and scroll, you'll be able to see what has been copied. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.